You are here in this prison, surrounded by bones, dank, silent, cold. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna scream. Oh, where are we?
Your scream echoes around the walls, empty, hollow. No
Oh,
response.
oh no.
Hadwick shudders.
Mary is a little. She looks a bit dumbfounded because she was just like, I just started to trust that then lane boy.
Is it dark or can we see what's around us?
You can see. It's dimly lit, but you can see. There is a stale atmosphere to the air. There is a stench of decay.
I'll be honest, I really like the decor of this room. Really speaks to me.
It suits you.
Thanks, I thought so too. I like skulls. And the colour grey.
Despite the room being entirely closed off, there's an odd draft that's drifting through.
Hmm.
And you can hear a faint in the distance. I don't know if Discord picked that up, but
It did. It was lovely.
Beautiful.
I wonder if there's any way out from here.
Feels like someone left a window open somewhere. Or close it, it's quite
Gaspo
drafty.
is sniffing the floor, looking backwards and forwards.
Knew it was a mistake trusting those elves. Adults are so boring. Gaspo, you found anything?
Woof! Yes, I've got a weird scent. Not me personally, but I've got the trace of a weird scent. I'm just trying to work out where it's coming from.
What kind of weird? Because you took us into the mushroom place and got us here in the first place.
Well, let's not go pointing fingers, because I don't have any fingers and I can't point back. So,
And
let's
technically, it was the not clown that brought us here in the first place.
it was
She jumped in.
those pointy-eared bastards, which we were out looking for anyway. So, really, kind of a mission successful, because we did find them. In fact, we found a whole castle full of them. This is just a minor setback. I've been in plenty of situations like this before. Things will probably be okay. Most of us will probably survive.
I don't like that.
What, you'd rather no one survived?
No, I want us all to survive.
Well, that is the ideal situation. Best case scenario, definitely.
No, best case scenario is we capture one of those pointy-eared bastards, we take him back to the castle, we get a reward, and we have meat for a week, Gaspode.
I don't know what the patrician would do with them, but...
I think
I've got
now would
few
be a good
ideas,
point to
but-
point out that I'm a vegan, so I'd rather not have the meat.
Oh,
Well,
that's
we'll
good.
eat it then.
Yeah, I'll definitely eat your share. No, there's definitely
Gaspode?
something coming from... What?
Are these from dead people?
Gaspode walks over. Well, there were definitely alive people once, but I'm assuming, given that they are now outside the body, that those people are, in fact, deceased.
Oh, Klump's gonna start like shaking, like trembling.
And I want you all to know that it's taken a lot of restraint for me to not immediately grab one of those bones, because some of them look absolutely delicious. But I knew it'd probably be in bad taste to do so, so I think, well done, Gaspode is in order, right?
Well,
Yeah.
well done, Gaspo.
Thank you
Jodwin
very
is
much,
having a look
thank
at this
you.
tent in the corner of the room.
Oh, yes. Gaspode begins sniffing over this way. There's an odd scent coming from this tent over here. No idea what's happening with it, but
Can I have a peek inside?
you can stick your head inside if you'd like.
This is why we
I'll
got
do
in trouble
exactly
last
that.
time.
Jodwin, as you stick your head inside the tent, your body is pulled inside.
Oh
God
god.
damn it!
Oh no, this is happening far too much.
I've run after her again.
This
Some
is
magic.
familiar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and Gaspode jumps in.
Okay. I'll go ahead.
Mary is pacing back and forward in front of the tent, panicking.
Go on, Hadwick, push her in. You know you want to.
Hadwick's like trying to work out if he's gonna go in, and he's like, we should really like stay together. And he like takes her hand and kind of like tugs it to kind of go in, but doesn't like pull her in, but kind of.
Mary is my
She'll
OTP.
follow.
Mm.
She'll follow.
So, hand in hand, the two of you disappear into the tent.
Love it.
There's a moment of confusion, of disorientation, until
Oh.
might need to zoom out just a little bit. You find yourselves in a strange looking cottage filled with various knickknacks, books, a few more cobwebs than you'd have expected, and a beautiful sunlit meadow just visible from the windows. As you arrive, you smell a very calming and very quite delicious scent of gingerbread wafting through the air.
Oh. This is nice.
Followed the clown, not clown. I really wasn't expecting this, Jingle. Why do you keep going into things head first?
I was hoping you'd take my head off.
As you're all busy talking, you hear the sudden noise behind you as the sound of several heavy books hits the floor. You turn to see a young boy standing in front of you, looking rather surprised at these people that have just appeared in the doorway. Shannon, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hell yeah, let me just find out who I'm called again. Shit.
Good start. Good start.
Right. Hi, I'm Yodwuss. And who the hell are you guys? And why are you here?
I don't know why we're here.
My name's Jingle.
My name's Klump.
I'm Mary. We got captured by elves.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, I'm definitely not an elf. I'm a wizard. Aspiring. I wanna become the best.
What?
I'm
Mary,
an
aren't you
aspiring
a
witch.
wizard?
No, I'm a witch.
Wait, what's the difference?
They're kind of the same.
Just kind of.
No, there's definitely a difference you're not telling us.
It's a trade secret.
Advice begins with W.
They're just like different departments and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, Yodwuss, you have had a very interesting day. You had attended a theatrical performance at the local arcade in Ankh-Morpork. We're really excited to watch the show. You did get a little bit spooked when they put a load of elephants on the stage. You kind of had a bit of an anxiety episode and ended up running out. You then saw some really cool-looking horses, which you decided you wanted to pet. So you walked over and petted some horses. Around that time, you noticed something emanating from a nearby room and decided that curiosity kind of got the best of you. Long story short, you were sucked through a portal, dropped in a strange land, and promptly arrested by a bunch of really angry elves. You found yourself in a prison cell, and eventually found yourself in this mysterious cottage where you've been for probably the last 6 or 7 hours. In that time, you've managed to raid pretty much their entire bookshelf, and have found loads of really interesting books on many different schools of magic that you didn't even know about. Anyway, as you guys are sort of getting to know each other, there is a noise that comes from the door behind you.
Uh-oh.
The door creaks open with it. As a woman comes into view, just behind.
Oh, hello.
Mirror into view.
Gotta say, you know that meme of the guy with the baseball bat? Right behind the other one. That's all I could think of when I saw her appear.
Oh, great. There's more of you now. Interesting. Okay. The old woman looks you all up and down and puts down a steaming plate of gingerbread.
Oh.
So, you finally got here then, all of you?
Huh?
Well, the ones that were liaising with those bunnies that were definitely elves. You decided to make your way here eventually. That's good.
Miss, were you the
Liaising?
were you the one looking through the bird?
Of course I am. How did you? Aren't you a witch?
Yeah.
Wait, those elves were bunnies?
They would able to disguise themselves. It's one of their main abilities. They can turn themselves into anything. It's simple.
I'm sorry I threw a custard pie at you.
Oh, I knew
Oh,
they
no.
smelt weird. Huh.
So how
So
did you
do
all?
the magic thing too?
I do quite a lot of magic, but not just magic, my dear. Headology. It's one of my skills.
The guys at the bar used to talk about headology. They said the girls did it to them sometimes. I'm not really sure what it meant. They'd always laugh it off.
The witch's expression shifts dramatically. Anyway, I've got gingerbread for each of you if you'd like to all have a treat. And
I
she,
hate
hands
gingerbread.
out a plate of gingerbread. Eat it.
No.
I want some.
I
Jodwin.
take some
Wow.
immediately, and I throw a piece to Gasboat as well.
Okay.
Never turn down free. You never turn down free food.
No, okay, good. Okay, good. Oh, a bit higher than I expected it to be.
Can we have more?
I'm
Thank you.
I'm not a baker by any means. That was usually Og's area of expertise.
Wait.
Oh.
Do you know Nanny Og?
Do I know? She's part of my coven. Of course I know her.
Mary like steps forward holding one of the gingerbread cookies, and she's just points to herself, and she goes, I'm Mary Lunchable, Nanny Og.
Oh, yes, the Lunchable girl. Yes, I've heard about you. You have a bit of talent.
Mm,
Your brother was your first victim, yes?
yeah.
Very good, very good. That's what we like to hear.
I got
Now-
into a lot of trouble though.
Well, you always will, and that's perfectly okay.
Hmm.
Now,
Was Nanny Og the old guy, the old woman that came out of the room where they were doing exercise and getting dressed? I say
Yeah.
as I pick up another piece of gingerbread.
yes,
She was
that
really drunk.
Definitely sounds like Og, certainly.
Yeah.
Now, you have all ended up in a very tricky predicament. The Elf Kingdom is somewhere that's particularly difficult to get to and just as difficult to escape from. I would know, I've been trapped here several times before. This time around, I'm hoping will be the last time.
Were you trapped because of the fire and the sigil too?
I've been here a little while.
Hmm.
In fact, I've kind of lost track of how long it's been.
Hmm.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that we have numbers now, and it looks like we've got a
Oh,
lot
I
of
like doing
spirit
maths.
among us. Now, it seems that we've got at least 2 of you that have some magical arcane ability. And it seems we've got well-spirited young children along with you too.
I hide good.
I punch things.
I can
Good,
fly.
I'm
And
depressed.
Useful
all
skills.
around awesome.
I
Oh,
am
and
not...
we've got gas mode. Do you have a name mode, lady?
Oh, of course. You can call me Granny Weatherwax. And she she looks at you expectantly as though you're going to recognize that name, but for pretty much no, except everyone except maybe Mary, complete nothing, just like no idea who she is. That's right.
How
The
much?
Weatherwax.
How would how much would Mary know about this lady in the sense of like how would she likely react to
You would have heard her referred to as Esme by Nanny Og.
Oh, so
Hey.
she it's like she knows of this person but doesn't know them by that name.
Yeah, you'll have never met her, but like Nanny Og would refer to her as Esme because they were very good friends, and she wouldn't think to call her anything else really.
I see. Mary will kind of like tilt her head to the side as if she was like thinking about where that name comes from because it sounds familiar, but she doesn't recognize it completely. And then she kind of starts cycling through the names of like the people she knows that does like magic.
Well, it doesn't matter. What matters is that, as comfortable as I may have made things here, we are still, as it stands, prisoners. But now we have numbers. We have people at my disposal that we can hopefully work together to work something out here. Now, do any of you have any experience in theatrics?
Did you say the tricks? I think I'm gonna point to Jodwin. I think she can do tricks.
I can't do any
There
tricks.
was-
I think I saw like a
I've literally never done a trick in my entire life.
I
and
saw
I'm
you
8.
throw a pie at a bird once.
That wasn't a trick. That was me trying to kill a bird.
Now, the elves, the problem with the elves is that they are tricksy people themselves and are very skilled in arcane arts. Very powerful. However, they're not smart.
Oh?
They lack headology. To just be able to outsmart them, you can basically do anything to get past them then.
I see.
So, you've just got to use your wiles and your heads. Do you understand?
Not really.
I understand.
You do.
You know when your parents tell you to not be naughty, to not be mischievous, and to not lie?
Mm-hmm.
Get all of that. Today you're going to do all of those things, okay?
My parents are clowns and constantly encouraging me to do that.
Well, then you'll have a bit of experience already then.
And I don't have parents, so I don't know any of those rules that you've just said.
Well, good. You'll be a natural.
So what's the plan then? We just
Well, if you're ready to follow whatever instructions I give you, then maybe we can all get out of here without any issue.
okay.
Oh, man.
Okay? Good.
Well, it's
Well-
better than being eaten by elves, I guess.
Everyone finish up your gingerbread. And then I want you all to assemble. at the doorway, okay?
Okay.
Hmm.
Whatever
Um,
gingerbread's left, I pocket.
yeah, there's a few pieces left. The gingerbread is not particularly well cooked. It's palatable at best. But given everything you've gone through, and in most of your cases, you probably haven't really eaten much today. There's some relief in having that. Yeah, you're no longer feeling like you're gonna, perish from starvation.
Hunger is the best spice.
Hunger is the MSG of feelings.
Yeah.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Okay. So as you're all assembled out there, Yodwuss gestures for you to follow as you move through the doorway back into the prison.
Okay, lady, how do we get out of here?
What? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. She's looking around and she walks over to the walls and starts just knocking on each bit. Okay, solid slag stone, pretty good, Nick. But there is always. Aha! She mutters an incantation as her fingers light up, and she presses her hand on the wall. You hear a.
Mary's gonna move
Any
closer.
minute. Give me a minute. I think I've got it. As the wall crumbles down in the middle. Sorry, there's always a bit of a delay on those sorts of things. Anyway, we're going to need to move quickly. So if you can all just step through the hole in the wall there. And as you can see, a massive hole is now formed in the wall, like just here.
Mary's gonna go through first this time.
Okay. As you guys step through, you find yourselves in what looks like some form of storage cupboard. In there are two quite shocked-looking elves who were in something of an embrace. They both look around, very shocked.
Out of the.
What are they doing?
Don't worry, they're just what's her names. Don't worry about it.
They're showing each other how good friends they are.
Oh.
I'm just gonna reveal the area you're in now. As you open, as Yodwuss kicks the door open. You are now all disguised as child elves, and Yodwuss, but to one another you still look like yourselves. There seems to be some major enchantment that Yodwuss has managed to put on each of you, though it is using most of her concentration through this.
Okay.
As you arrive through that, the head of the kitchen staff walks on over. So, sorry, what are you doing in my kitchen? We're the new recruits, Yodwuss said. Here to make dinner for the elvish queen. The
dinner.
elf looks at each of you for a moment, blinks, and then nods. Well, let's get you to work then. We're going to need somebody on the chopping. We're going to need somebody to work the produce. We're going to need someone to work disposal, and we're going to need someone to work on the ovens. You can pair up if you need to. I don't know how many have we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And what experience do you all have?
I'm good at chopping stuff.
Okay. Well, you definitely be good over this way. And she gestures over to the tables where they have got the produce set up to be chopped. Lots of vegetables, certain meats and things that have all been lined up.
I can juggle and unicycle.
Nanny says I'm good at making a mess.
You're good with mess? You're good.
I'm gonna eat.
Making a mess.
If you're good with mess, we've got. You can have you on waste disposal over here.
Okay.
Do you need anyone to taste test food samples?
I could do that bit.
Well,
I would
actually, yes,
also
we
like
do.
to.
The royal tester did die a few weeks ago, so
Maybe
we
not.
have been in the market
Die?
for a new one. Well, yes, to test that the food isn't poisoned.
Slump's jaw is just gonna like.
I'll do that
drop.
one. I'll taste the poison.
Jodwin.
We're not specifically testing poison. We're testing to see that the food doesn't have poison in.
Well, yeah, I'll do that job then. And I'll sample the poison to make sure I know what it tastes like as well.
I no.
If you want to get poisoned, just eat Diddler's pies.
I want to do it ethically, and I don't eat meat.
Oh, I didn't say there was meat in them. Sort of says I want.
She gestures over, essentially to this final station over here, which is where the last stage of the food is. If you just want to stand over there, you can test the food as it comes over. There shouldn't be any toxins unless any of your new companions are wanting to poison you today. Now, what other experience do you all have?
Well, I'm good at making lunch.
Okay. What area of that are you good at? Is that
I'm good with produce and dairy.
Okay. We do actually have a butter churner that we might need using. Have you any experience with that, churning butter?
My mum showed me how to at one point.
Lovely. Okay. Well, just over here is a butter churner. If you can get to work on that, that'd be fantastic. We haven't had a good butter churner for quite a while.
Okay.
Also, why is there a dog in my kitchen? Who invited this dog?
He's to chase the rats.
Oh, he's a rat catcher, is he?
Yeah.
That's very useful. Well, little doggy, if you can make sure you catch as many rats as you can today, I expect at least 3 brought to me. Woof, woof, Gaspode says with a frown as he.
I am
goes
trying
on.
my hardest not to laugh. But if you
Please.
see Gary's face, it's got like holding back tears.
I'm mashing up potatoes. Like smashing them real good.
Lovely. Then, if we can just get you over here next to the chopping block, we've got plenty of potatoes there that will need a good mashing. What about you, young man?
I mean, I can do anything that you need me to. I'm not that skilled, but I'll try.
Okay. Very basic, but okay. Well, let's get you on the ovens. Let's get you working the ovens. Make sure nothing is overcooked. Keep it all thoroughly cooked for me, okay?
I can do that.
Lovely. And you, Mom. No, I'm going to just be supervising along with you. What? No, I'm the manager here. I will be supervising along with you. Oh, yes, my mistake. Of course you are. No, certainly. Well, if you want to keep an eye on one side, I'll keep an eye on the other, and obviously we'll step in if anything goes awry. Certainly, she says, twisting the brim of her hat as she heads on over this way. Now, Hadwick, have you just snuck on by?
I'm trying to work out where to go.
Okay, young man, what are your skill sets?
I'm good at making a mess and eating things and looking at stuff.
Looking at stuff.
Mm.
Okay, that sounds like you'd be quite good for our waste disposal then.
Mm.
Mostly, we need to make sure that when we are disposing, we're not getting rid of anything important, be it cutlery, jewelry, body parts, anything like that. So if you can just go get yourself stationed over here. I'm just going to gestures over to the bins. As you approach, there is a very rank and stale smell. And the elf that's already standing there has very sort of 1,000-yard stare in his sunken eyes. And he sort of nods to you as you arrive.
Hi.
Hi. You've been put on waste disposal.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Why?
This is not a good time. And the guy just like sits down and just pulls a flask out of his jacket and just starts drinking heavily.
Can I see this and hear what is being said?
No, you are right on the other side of the kitchen.
He looks kind of confused at him, but then thought back to what he was told about having to be naughty, and thinks in his head, being an assassin here or being sneaky here is going to be really easy. So it's very stinky, but I might be okay.
Brilliant. Okie dokie. So, as you are brought to each station, you're sort of introduced to your respective jobs. Starting over on this side, Mary, you are currently being instructed on a sort of partly on inventory because they need to make sure that they've got a steady flow of dairy coming through. But you are tasked with the butter churning, of which you do have at least a passive experience with. The butter churner is about twice the size of you. But you've been given a stool to stand on,
Nice.
so you can work through that. Gary and Slump, Gary and Klump, sorry, you're both tasked with currently. Well, Gary, you've been given the vegetables to chop. Klump, you're working on mashing and crushing things down. You were handed a garlic press, which you immediately tossed aside as you opted to just start smashing things with your fist.
Yeah. And
Yep.
Klump has kind of forgotten the plot a little bit. And Klump is just wholeheartedly just like into this. Like this is my life now.
Yeah, perfect.
Smash it, smashing good.
You are incredible at this. The chef
Thank
says as you're
you.
going ahead of it. As you're sort of working through that, Hadwick, the guy who you're standing with is already like pretty drunk and is sort of like sat down. He sort of wipes his brow, claps his hands together, and goes, "All right, let's get started." And he jumps into the bins, and you just hear the sound of and he's like rooting through, and he starts pulling things out. Pulls out a pair of scissors, pulls out a knife, and pulls out what looks like an entire human leg.
It's a big
So-
cow.
We need to be putting things into the furnace, but you got to make sure that what is going into the furnace isn't too big. Whether it be, body parts, we need to make sure they're properly cut up into size. So many of these guys don't even bother with this. They just make sure they just toss everything in, expect us to sort through it. Anyway, it's fine. It's all good. What we will also need to do is make sure anything that can't burn, be it metal, be it certain plastic, we don't want any of that going in the furnace. It just clogs it all up, causes absolute mess. So you just got to sort through the different piles. We'll make our own piles. Anything you want to keep, you can. There's some cool stuff in there sometimes. That's yours. You can have it. But don't take from my pile. Okay?
Okay.
Don't take from my pile.
Okay.
Good. Yodwuss, you are currently stood with one of the head chefs who's in charge of cooking the roasted meats. You actually have a little bit of experience with fire specifically, as one of the most sort of basic rudimentary magical abilities, a simple fire spell is quite trivial for you. Knife, or are you using one of the kitchen knives?
I wanted one of their kitchen knives to see if it worked better than my knife.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. It's cutting right through.
Yeah,
it's
I'm contemplating trying to steal it.
Yep. Awesome. To be fair, if you roll another sleight of hand roll for me, we can see if you
Okay.
do manage to pocket one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The guy next to you doesn't notice. You manage to just slide one very carefully into your pocket. Doesn't have a sheath, so you might have to be a little careful with how you use that. But yeah, and yeah, Mary, you remember exactly how your mother taught you all the rolls, all the moves with it, and the butter is coming out perfectly. It's like it's thickening up nicely. This is some good quality butter you're making there.
Nice. My mama taught me good.
Hadwick, I would like you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, here we go. You know it's gonna be good when. Right. Sorry, my sheet wasn't open. One sec. Constitution saving throw. Wow, I can't words today. There you go.
Yeah, you are retching, and like just from the very smell of the bin wafting over you, you don't have any. You're trying your best to sort of fight through it, but you can feel you feel absolute nausea as you do it. You feel like the stench itself is sticking to you. It's almost
crying.
visible.
And is like, can I go to the toilet, please?
The guy walks over to you. Yeah, that's how I was on my first day, kid. He passes the flask over to you.
No, I need to do the opposite, not this. No, the toilet.
Toilet. Oh, all right, okay. So I'm gonna need someone to take you.
I can look for it if you point to where it is.
Just go up those stairs. There should be some just in the banquet room, okay? Be careful, all right? Don't be sick anywhere.
I'll try.
The Elf Queen will be furious. She'll probably have you executed, so just don't be sick, okay? Just don't do it. Just trust me on this.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You hang in there. The guy says, wobbling slightly from side to side.
And then he goes to go up. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So as you
Inhaling as
Ease
much
up the-
clean air as he possibly bloody can.
as you're easing up the stairs, you get to about this point, and you see a couple of people coming down the stairs. Three rather familiar-looking elves sort of bump into you. Oh, sorry. Are you all right there, little one? Ben Lane says, sort of smiling down at you.
He kind of keeps his head down and goes, yeah, sorry.
Well, where are you heading to?
The toilet.
Oh, unaccompanied. That's all right. Do you want me to go with you?
You don't have to.
I could show you where the toilets are. It's not a problem.
Um,
Lima, we're just doing a routine inspection anyway, so you'll be all good. Okay. And he sort of pats you on the head and leads you off the map. At this point,
he dies.
Kill Ben Lynn off screen.
Faramore and Irame are sort of looking around as the head of the kitchens walks over. Sorry, I wasn't expecting anyone to. Now, don't you be worrying too much about what's going on down here. We're just doing a quick routine inspection, Faramore says, giving her a pat on the shoulder. Now, me and Irame, we're just making sure that everything is all in line and that there's no issues with the food again this time. No, that was a minor mishap, just a minor. The staff member that was responsible promptly died anyway, as we made them taste the food themselves. We're pretty sure they were responsible anyway. It was the only person that it could have been. Now that's reassuring. Now I see you've got a few new recruits in the kitchen. We were not aware that this was going to be happening. We had no word of this. Yes, the new recruits. They came in with the new co-head chef. Co-head chef. Yes, the lady that came in through the storage cupboard. The head chef blinks for a moment as Faramore nods slowly. Do you maybe want to go get like a glass of water or something? Yeah, I think I might need a quick glass of water. Yes. And she scurries off. Faramore, what is that? What the hell is going on down here? Irame whispers to him. I think we might have some stowaways. Faramore walks over to Granny Weatherwax. Good evening, ma'am. You seem to be doing a very good job in that little oven there. Where did you learn such skills?
Yeah, I bit of camping in the wilderness from time to time. I'm quite good at learning to light fires. And...
You're a camper, okay. Well, I'd love to see some of these skills at work. Can you show me how you're keeping that fire lit?
So Yodwuss is just gonna pick up one of those little pokey sticks that you get next to a fire and just start poking into it.
Okay, can you give me a sleight of hand roll in this situation, I guess, to see how well you're handling it with the pokey stick, which I believe would be called a poker.
That's the one.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
A cloud of ash just like erupts among all of you and just sprays out across. As Irame just wipes ash from her eyes. I'm sorry, I'm probably putting you under a little bit of pressure there.
Yeah, a little bit. Just I don't do well with people looking over my shoulder.
I'm sorry, that was not my intention. I didn't get your name though, young man. What's your name?
Jodwuss, like the trousers that you wear for horse riding.
Oh, interesting name.
Yeah, my family used to race horses.
Oh. Now, usually we don't really deal with horses around here. We do have a unicorn, though. Do you like unicorns?
I mean, it's roughly the same thing. So yeah.
Well, maybe if you do a good job, you'll get to meet the queen's unicorn.
Can I touch it?
Only if you're a good boy.
Okay, I'll do my best.
She gives you a sweet smile and then walks on over. I'm just going to head over to you, Jingle. Hello, young lady. You seem to be putting a lot of food aside.
They're poisoned.
You know... Are you the new taste tester?
I am.
Interesting. She looks you up and down. You know, poison is very effective on people with smaller bodies.
Why?
Well, the way the poison works is it works its way through your system, your digestive system.
But
usually
why?
Your organs and your liver.
Why?
Why what?
Why does it do that?
Because that's how poison works. It just,
Why is that how poison works?
Because that's how poison.
But why does it work like that?
You can see, like, visibly in her eyes that, like, this almost crossing as she's doing this. I'm gonna roll something again. She like a bead of sweat trickles down the side of her face. Well, they just work like that, okay? That's just how poison works.
But why?
Okay? But I don't really know. I don't know everything.
Why don't you know everything?
Poison. Well, maybe as severely limited the number of meals that have sort of gone by. But you've tasted each one, and they taste pretty good so far.
She's visibly disappointed by the fact that none of them were actually poisoned.
Yeah, there hasn't yet been any poison. It doesn't seem like there is actually an assassin among you.
She looks very disappointed about that.
Gaspode has returned with several dead rats in his mouth, which he dropped in front of Granny Weatherwax. What am I meant to be doing with these? Well, I thought you wanted... No, that wasn't you. That was the other one. Where's she gone? Oh, she left. So I didn't actually need to collect any of these dead rats. Well, I suppose it's better for the kitchen if it's clean, you know? No dead rats. I've just been carrying dead vermin around in my mouth. Gah! He walks off and goes and sits down next to Gary. Bloody cheek of it.
I'm laughing, but I'm also like palming him bits of food that I think look good, like carrots and stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. No poison in that one.
Mm.
See, I would have done the poison tasting. I'd have been really good for that. Do you know what? I once ate a whole tub of rat poison. Just the entire thing. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It tasted awful. But I didn't die, and that's the important thing.
Very true. Do you think we're going to have to do this much longer? I'm bored.
Well, usually, from my understanding, usually you do like a sort of 8-hour shift with sort of hour break in between. Occasionally people would go off to smoke or use the toilet. I don't know what the sort of union rules are within the Elvish Kingdom, though, so can't say for certain.
Hours. Oh.
Well, it's literally been 20 minutes.
Yeah, but like, why
Time
would
just
people
moves
do
differently.
this?
Time moves differently for adults. They see the
Adults are
world in a different way.
boring.
It's horrible, I know. But don't worry about it. I'm just going to go have a piss behind the oven, and I'll be right back. And,
You should pee in some of the food that Jodwin doesn't want to eat. Oh, that's right. She's getting rid of all the meat stuff, so there's probably plenty of that to eat.
Oh, lovely. He runs off to jump into the bins and devour the leftover meats that are in there. Granny Weatherwax has now regained her composure and claps her hands together. If all my new employees can assemble for a quick team meeting.
Mary's gonna hand over her churning job to the elf that's beside her.
Oh, okay. And he gets back to it and he's doing a much slower pace than you were.
Gary stabs the knife that he was using into the table as hard as he can and jumps off the chair that he was on immediately. No hesitation.
Can somebody go fetch the young lady over there? I think she's still quite occupied with what she's doing.
Oh, I'll get her. Mary goes over and kind of like grabs Klump by the shoulders and shakes her a little bit, and she's like, "It's time for a meeting."
Oh, wow. You sure? I got more stuff.
No,
to smash.
it's okay. You can smash more stuff in a little bit. We're just having a meeting very quickly.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think it is to check our progress for the Elf Queen's meal.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Walk over.
Like Mary nods to the elves beside them to continue.
Yeah, they continue their work professionally, and as you all assemble, Granny Weatherwax sort of eyes you all. Okay, so we're currently one down, which is it's not as bad as it could be. I'm sure he's perfectly fine.
Wait, Hadwick is gone.
Hadwick stepped out.
No.
He did step out with one of the elves that I believe might have been one of the ones that brought you in. So
Oh, why didn't you stop
Anyway.
him?
I had my own thing going on, okay? I can't be watching after all of you all the time.
Granny needs to focus on her work
Yes.
for it to
What?
work.
My mind is currently half concentrating on another activity that we can't discuss.
Oh yeah.
Like
But
what
why-
those guys were doing with the apples
Not not quite, no.
in the closet.
Now, my concern right now is that I've just noticed that there's one person that I haven't had to concentrate on at the moment. So, and she sort of looks around the room, as in, I am
Yes.
currently concentrating less on one person now because the thing I was concentrating is no longer applied.
Wait. Okay, everyone. I'm assuming we're all still.
Yeah, you're all still like disguised, and you can sort of feel. But Granny Weatherwax is looking visibly quite alarmed.
You're saying Hadwick's in trouble? Do we need to go? Should we go? Because this is boring anyway. So like,
Wait,
sort of run around
just
her.
wait a moment. Okay, so from what you're saying, Hadwick doesn't feel well right now, so we should go and check up on him.
Hadwick may have a few issues that we might not be able to deal with.
But
Currently, he is very much on his own and operating independently. However, if we trust in his abilities, I'm sure he will be just fine.
He's a complete scaredy cat.
Mary leans into Granny Weatherwax and whispers that he's very good at hiding.
Well, maybe that'll be a good use to him.
Mm-hmm.
We can hope. In the meantime, we just need to make sure we are all carrying on with our jobs. Doing a good job, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Why? I thought we were supposed to be, and I lean in really close, getting out of here. Why can't
he's on your side. There's a lot he can do for you.
Mm.
But we need
Who is it?
very powerful ancient magic to summon him.
Mm.
At this point, a muffled voice comes from Yodwuss's bag.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's my book.
It's your book?
My tome. It talks.
It talks?
A book,
Yeah. Yeah, it gives me advice and things.
like an audio book.
Kinda. I mean, it makes sounds, so audio.
And Yodwuss reaches into his bag and pulls out this tome. and just
So this
kinda holds
book,
it out.
this book looks like an ancient sort of dog-eared book with leather straps attached to it that are used to hold it closed. But on the front is visibly the face of an old man who
Huh?
appears to be looking up at each of you. Oh, how long were you going to leave me in there? So dusty and disgusting. Do you know you've got a
Sorry.
half eaten orange?
I-
It's just been going off in your bag all this time.
Oh, I forgot that was in there. I'm sorry, I forgot you were in there. I got so distracted by all the other books and in the tent.
The other books? Do you know what kind of tome I am?
Yeah, but there was
Thousands
other
of years
stories.
of magic stored in me, and you're looking at other books?
They had different things in, and I wanted to read them.
Well,
Mary
you're trying-
gets really close. She's really, like, starry-eyed at the book.
Oh, back off now, little girl. We don't teach your kind.
She's a witch. It's okay.
No, we don't teach witches. We only teach wizardry.
I thought it was
Thousands of years of wizardry. No, we don't let girls. We do not let girls near wizardry.
Can I at least admire you? You look really cool.
Well, of course you can admire me. I'm an ancient tome. You'd be foolish not to admire me.
Yeah, don't be mean.
Well, I tell you what, little girl, back in my day, under my rule, the entire world, the entire disc was fearing my name.
Mary kind of taps the book and tells him to be quiet.
Stop that!
You're being too loud.
Well, fine, I'll keep my voice down.
Thank you,
now,
mister.
As this old crone was mentioning, and Granny Weatherwax just, shakes her head and turns away. This so-called incantation that you are planning to summon a Hogfather, was it? I assumed that's who you were talking about. You were trying to be cagey with it for whatever reason. Yes, well, I'm just trying to keep things on the down low. I'm trying to maintain this bloody spell whilst the talking buck starts yelling. I've had to put another spell on everyone else in the meantime. I am knackered. Yes, well, a woman wouldn't know how to use such magic. And Weatherwax literally slaps the top of the book. Ah! Damn you, damnable woman!
Do you need help with that? And I'm gonna lift my fist up towards the book.
do you want help from me or not?
Jodwin also hits the book.
Ah!
I don't agree with sexism.
Well, you can ignore my advice if you wish. And you can stay here and rot in this damnable castle. That was within my interest to get.
Mr. Book.
Yes, little girl.
It's not that we don't want your help, it's just that we need to keep things a little bit secret, because Granny's keeping a spell so we can blend in with everybody.
Well, if she focuses this spell long enough, if she's good as she seems to claim she is, then I'm sure everything will be fine whilst we discuss this. Is that not right, you old crone? Weatherwax doesn't respond. She is, focusing on maintaining this spell. Well, at least you'll give me enough time. Summoning the Hogfather is a somewhat simple incantation, at least if you have someone of necessary magical aptitude. There is a certain incantation similar to the Rite of Ashkente that would be used to summon Death himself.
I met him earlier.
Oh, yes, I remember when I met him. Just before I sealed myself away in this book. Cheated him. Never died, and never will. Sealed forever in a dusty tome.
What if you get left in a library?
You know? No, I am happy with my lot. I am happy that I was stored away. This was exactly what I intended. It was exactly what I wanted to do. Love living in a book. It's great. Think of all the people I get to meet.
What if you got left in a library?
Well, then it's just a long nap, isn't it? I mean, what's...
Do you eat
couple
potatoes?
I don't eat. I don't dream. I have no body, no heart, no soul.
My favorite book is the dictionary.
It's a good book.
Lots of words in that.
There are many.
You never know.
I mean,
You'll look the same. I'm telling you.
Do you want the other ingredients, or are we
yeah.
just going to continue nestering away?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. These next two are the most important. These are the core components. We need a pint of fresh milk and a plate of freshly made cookies.
What kind of
I don't know if we can do
cookies?
that.
They would need to be oat-based, but not with raisins. They have to be chocolate chip. That's a staple. That's important. The
I like
Hogfather does not appreciate raisins. It's deception is what it is.
Oh, I
Think
see.
you're getting something delicious? In fact, you're getting some disgusting currants.
Oh,
No. No.
I like raisin cookies.
But once you have these core components together, then all you need to do is align them all together and chant a simple incantation, which can be found on my 376th page under paragraph 6. Trusting at least one of you can read.
I can.
Yeah.
She can.
Yodwuss opens the
Also,
book
I must warn you. I must warn you that once the Hogfather is summoned, he will be in a primal and homicidal state.
Wait,
So make sure
what does
it's
that
only
mean?
homicidal. It means he'll kill anything he sees.
Oh,
So we summon
Really?
him and then we hide?
My suggestion is that you summon him around your enemies, those that you intend to slay.
Oh, so like,
The queen and that Benling guy.
Yeah. If we presented the
right.
food and did the incantation. But we need Hadwick.
yeah. Where is he? We
Well,
gotta find him.
I suppose you need to find your companion and make sure that he isn't dead. Then again, if he is your twin brother, then you only need his blood. So even if he is dead, as long as he hasn't been completely exsanguinated, you can still use his corpse. So that's reassuring, at least.
No,
I'm pretty
no.
sure we're not twins, guys.
That's not reassuring. We don't want him dead.
Well, ideally, no, because the more bodies you have for this horrific fight you're about to find yourselves in, the more chance you'll have of survival.
This
Why are you all
is
so
kinda-
glum? Back in my day, children your age were on the front lines fighting wars.
It's because I have depression.
That's a made-up illness used to get out of work.
I want to close the book. Just like
The book's closed, but the face is sort of on the
I wanna,
front.
like okay, like kind of flip it over. Like,
You
all
can,
right,
you can
mute.
put the you can like
mute
put
him.
the you can put the strap around it and like put him into a bag,
like,
so he's sort
buckle
of
him a little
muffled.
bit.
And then back in my
Let's just yeah. Let's just all right. Okay, we know what we need to do now. We gotta find Hadwick.
we need to find a clone.
We need to make some cookies.
I still don't think we're twins. We
Is
need
the
to find
best
some
chance
twin
we
Well-
have-
elves.
Either way, we should probably help our friend.
Yeah, we kind of need to find him.
Yeah.
Gaspode walks back over to you, carrying like an entire chicken in his mouth, and sort of placing it down the floor. Okie dokie, what's going on now?
We need to bake cookies, get a pint of milk, find Hadwick, and find a clone.
I'm not going to ask any questions further. And he runs off with the chicken and goes off eating in the corner. Granny Weatherwax like wipes her brow. All right, if you can all get back to work, and then I can drop at least one of these incantations, okay?
Okay.
We need to find Hadwick though, so
Well,
gotta.
if we can get at least some of you on working, and then if one of you wants to go try to track down where young Hadwick's gone, we can go from there, okay?
I don't.
Jodwin's
mind
gonna
doing
go.
that.
Wander
Okay.
off.
Oh, I was also gonna. Hey, if he's my brother, don't let him die, because that means I might be a noble.
Perfect.
But I'm gonna
Okay.
eat well tonight.
Now,
I'll take Jodwin's position on food taster, so I can get all the food to just go out.
I'll
without a care.
start making cookies.
Yeah, I'll
Perfect.
help.
Oh, we need a pint of fresh milk. Where are we getting that from?
anyway, we're just going to cut away for a moment.
Probably like the storage.
That's not foreboding at all.
Oh.
Nice little trip to the bog.
Okay, so Hadwick,
Mhm.
you are in the employee bathroom. It is foul. There is a stench of blood as soon as you enter. and the any urge you had to use the toilet has vanished. Though if you were there to vomit, that is pretty much your immediate reaction as you enter the room.
He was there to escape and see what's going on, so he's gone from not needing to go to needing to go in some ways then, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. As you shut the door, you see that there is a dusty mirror over in front of you. There's also a very disgusting looking bath. And just a what looks like some form of clothes cupboard.
Could he open it?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah. It doesn't appear to be locked, but as you open, there's a loud as the hinges creak noisily. Inside is a large amount of different uniforms, specifically those of the Elvish, of the sort of the Elvish employees, the workers. There's it looks like a lot of it is for sort of replacement uniforms for the kitchen staff.
Okay.
You are back in your normal noble clothing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Looking through, you do find that there is one that's sort of in your size.
Yeah.
A little bit, maybe a little bit larger.
Okay. Would the uniform fit underneath his clothes?
Underneath it?
Yeah, underneath his current clothes.
Yeah. You could try and put one underneath your current clothing, yeah. You'd have to basically undress, put that on, and then put your clothing back over it.
Yeah.
As I said, it is a little bit bigger, but if you sort of tuck everything in, it should be able to conceal it.
Okay, I'll do that. Can you look out of the window?
Yeah. So when you look out from the window, you get the view of the sort of exterior of the castle.
Okay.
How currently,
high up are we?
you're currently probably here.
Cool.
You're very high up.
Mm-hmm.
The window doesn't appear to have a latch on it either. It looks like it is essentially just shut in place, like built into the wall. It is breakable though, potentially.
Cool. Is Boris trying to work out, because we'd been basically portaled through all sorts of places, trying to work out where the heck we'd ended up.
Yeah.
Cool. Keeps that in mind. Are there any other like cupboards and stuff that he could look through?
There's one under the sink.
Yeah, I'll look under there.
It's a bit rickety as you get it open. With a loud sort of crack, you manage to shift it. Inside, first of all, you see a ton of spiders who then scuttle in all directions as you sort of look inside. It looks like there is a medical box of some sort of a makeshift medical box that's full of bandages and plasters, and lots of things of that nature.
He'll pocket some of those.
Okay. Yeah, you can pretty much take the whole thing. You've got like a big roll of bandages now, as well as a pair of sort of surgical scissors.
Nice.
Also some cotton buds.
Oh.
Just some cotton buds too. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, as you sort of inside, as you sort of stand up and look at your own reflection, you can see in the dusty mirror you are as you should be. You are in your normal clothing. Your own face is staring back at you. Whatever incantation was on you previously has now worn off.
Right. Okay. He'll splash his face with some water.
Okay.
And like kind of rub his cheek.
The water is kind of lukewarm, even through the cold tap.
Yeah.
And as you sort of splash it on, you get a sort of stagnant stench from it.
Kind of winces a bit, but is trying to make it seem as though he's actually used the bathroom and he's kind of like cleaned himself up.
After a moment, you hear a...
Yes.
Are you okay in there?
Yeah.
Been in there a little while.
I was a bit sick. I'm just.
Oh, do you need
just
some
clearing
help?
up. No, I'm okay. He kind of comes to the door and like gingerly opens it.
As you open it, you see the face of Ben Lane looking back at you, and his eyes narrow. I think you ought to let me in, and maybe shut the door behind you.
Why?
He looks behind him, and then back towards you. Because we don't want you getting into any trouble, do we?
No. What? He kind of steps back a bit and leaves the door
Yeah,
open.
he pushes it. Ben Lane pushes through, and slowly shuts the door behind him.
Mm.
You hear as the lock clicks behind him. He looks you up and down, and a smile appears on his face. Very, very impressive.
Huh?
No one has ever escaped from our prison before. Not once. You could be very special, and you could be incredibly useful.
Huh? I don't like saying things that I don't understand. I don't understand.
Sorry, I may be coming across as a little cryptic, but no. Her Majesty is a burden on the kingdom. That is something that I was honest about from the offset.
Oh.
She was to reward us for giving these children over to her. I was initially sort of satiated with that, but now knowing that you have such abilities, perhaps you could be of use.
You have to prove you and do something mean again, because what you did before was not very nice.
I understand, and I apologize wholeheartedly for that.
Your tone does not sound like you mean it.
No, it's because I don't, but I know that's what you want to hear. Surely you've worked that out by now.
No. Well,
what I am
no, you
doing
told me.
is not out of any goodness or any appreciation for you.
Then why do you want that then? Like, why would you think I
because
would
I
want
would wholly love to see the Queen's head cut from her wretched shoulders. And I think you could all be useful for that. I'm assuming if you made it out, your friends made it out as well?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
So you made it out alone?
Yeah.
Very impressive. So they're all still in the prison?
I think so.
Well, interesting. You're quick to abandon your friends. Maybe we aren't so different after all.
No, I was gonna go back and tell them what to do, but I'm here now, so...
You are certainly certain. Well, as it stands at the moment, you look like a human child.
Yes.
Can't be having that now, can we? And he raises his hand and taps you on the head, and you feel a sensation wash over you, almost like an egg has been cracked as something sort of drops down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you exit here, you're going to say you were very sick and you just needed a little bit of time just to get over it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to run through any doors until I give my signal, okay?
Signal? When?
You'll
Soon?
know. You'll know.
Okay.
I just have a few things I need to put in place. But in the meantime, keep yourself out of trouble. And
I
maybe
don't
go and
want-
find your friends.
Okay. I don't want to be a thingy you can throw in the bin when you're done with it.
Oh, disposable. Yes, you are entirely disposable to me, but not at this point. You are not.
Okay.
As it stands, I think you are very useful to me. So I will not be thinking of casting you aside. After the Queen's dead, perhaps I will cast you aside, but I may also feel the need to let you go about your own business. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, once this whole sorry business is over with, you can go your way and I'll go my way.
Okay.
That seems agreeable,
Why
right?
did you pat my head?
Oh, that is a simple incantation. If you'd just like to take a look in the mirror.
Okay.
And as you look into the mirror, you can see a sort of green-faced, pointed-eared young boy looking back at you.
Oh, but will the guards be confused?
No, you looked as you did when you entered. I had to concentrate pretty hard to make sure that it was exactly the same as you entered, as it was cast by someone else, but I am actually a lot better at magic than I may have first advised.
Okay.
Now, my brother and sister are not aware of anything that is going on with this, so let's keep it to ourselves for now, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I look forward to our future partnership, and he holds his hand out to you.
He kind of like hesitates with his little hand out towards him. Does not seem very sure.
He reaches even further forward, takes your hand and shakes it, and gives you a very charming yet sinister smile. Anyway, let us get back to business. And he clicks the lock open and brings the door open back into the entranceway. I'm so sorry. The young man, he's a new employee, needed just a little time to get a few things out of his system. I believe they had him working waste disposal. But young man, please don't let us keep you. If you would like to just run along now.
Okay.
At which point, Irame runs on over along with Faramir. Sorry, I'm just having a real hard time. I just need to, and she runs into the bathroom to the sound of violent retching.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, little fella, I didn't see you on the way up. Are you one of the new employees too?
Yes.
Interesting. And what's your name, young man?
Lime.
Lime. Oh, that's interesting. That's basically your skin color, Adna. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, my mum liked it. Simple. She had lots of children, and it's hard to keep track.
No, I understand that. Me and my brother, we don't look a whole lot alike, but when we were named, our mother, I think, just picked a name out of a hat. Anyway, I don't want to keep you any longer if you just want to run along now.
Okay.
And he walks on over to his brother, who looks back at you, gives you a nod.
Yeah, it's a little bit like shy and unsure, and turns back and then walks away.
Yeah. As you're heading over that way, you can sort of see the two of them who begin to have a muttered conversation. I'm assuming you're not waiting around there.
yeah, he's like getting the hell out of there.
Okie dokie. So you have safely, in inverted commas, returned to the kitchen. Just at that point, Jodwin, Hadwick basically bumps into you on the stairs.
I found him.
After a very stressful few minutes for young Hadwick, He has returned down the stairs, bumping into Jodwin on the way down. Quite firmly.
Ow!
I found him.
What?
I found Hadwick. I found he's there.
You look for me?
Yes, I understand. I'm just trying to keep control of everything right now. Okay, so if we've got everyone together. Okay.
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, the new kid has a talking book.
Oh, bugger! 1 second. And
We need to look for a clown,
whips
apparently.
the hands into the air
And cookies,
casts
and
another
milk.
spell as a trickle of sweat drips down her head. Go on, get on with it. Get talking. I'll try and hold this off in the meantime.
Jodwin, you could probably explain it like.
So
the
we need
most-
to find a clown, and then we need some cookies and some fresh milk, and then we need to stab two
Why?
kids
What?
who are twins.
What?
Alright. Yeah, we need to find
Why?
twins, and I believe we need to gut them. Or something.
Something weird happened.
What do you
Weird
mean
and then-
something weird?
Okay, yeah, you go ahead.
You know those elves that walked in and they look like we've seen them before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like one of them took me to the loo. I was gonna try and look at what else was going on and see if we could, find a way out or something. But I was taken to the loo, so I couldn't like slip away. But when I went through the door into the bathroom, I felt weird, but like it was fine in the end. I don't know why. But then I took some stuff and like he like undoes the collar of his top to show that a uniform that looks like a lot of what the workers have. I have this now.
Oh.
That wasn't the weird bit. And then I got some medical stuff as well in case someone like cuts their finger or something. I don't know, because we were doing cooking stuff and it blades and anyway. The elf guy, I don't remember his name. He like came into the bathroom and then explained that he does actually and then he kind of leans in a little bit to be quiet. Want the queen dead, but like it was true, but it was like.
I mean,
he
a lot
was
of people don't like
pretending.
monarchies usually.
But
We should
he
take
was
them all down.
pretending. Yeah, and
You can
no,
talk
what?
candidly. Granny shouts across the room.
Okay,
I'm holding these at bay at the moment. Just make it quick.
Right. Anyway, he made it so I look like an elf again, but not with your magic, with his instead. I don't know why. And then because he says he's like more powerful or something, so you can fight with him on that in your own time. However, it means that I am meant to do something on a signal. So if I do something weird, I'm really sorry, but I don't know. I'm gonna try not to do anything that hurts us because he thinks that he can use us like toys and then put us in the bin when he's done. And I don't think he's that great, but at the moment it's helping me. I don't know. I just didn't want to hold it to myself.
Why would anyone put toys in a bin? That's such a waste.
No, like when you play with someone, but then they don't have a nice toy anymore, and then you go and play with someone else.
No.
No.
People
I know
do
exactly
that.
what you're talking about.
I
People
don't.
do that.
You know,
And it's
when
not
you're a
very
little
nice.
doggy on the streets and everyone's like, "Oh, little doggy, isn't he really nice?" And then you just get invited into their home and they're all giving you food and petting, and then you'd make one violent attack on a family member and you're just driven away like your yesterday's garbage.
Kind of not.
To be fair, I've
really,
attacked
but
family members
close
before, so I
enough.
can relate to that one.
Well, it's
Yeah,
just,
but
they start stroking you the wrong way, and people think that that's nice, but it's not a nice
Yeah.
sensation. Feels like they're going against the grain, and I hate that.
I mean, like sometimes when Nanny would take me to see some of the other kids, it didn't happen very often. I don't know why, but when I did, they would see all the things I had and be happy, and then they get bored and then they would ignore me. So it's kind of like that, but instead I think he would actually kill someone, which is a bit more scary. But at the moment he says that I'm okay and he doesn't know you're here. I think I said that I didn't know where you were, so shh. Yeah.
Well, that's all very interesting. We were actually planning on summoning a being of some sort that was going to help us kill the queen, I believe.
Yeah,
gonna summon the
Hogwatch
Hogfather.
What you were talking about.
Something or other.
Oh.
The old lady was talking about it. She's been stressing out since we got here.
Maybe
I've
that
been
will
pretty
help
cool,
me
I've been
because I
watching.
feel like I signed a what's it called? That paper thing that you scribble on. I feel like I did something.
Contract.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
have you got a copy of that?
No, like he tried to shake my hand. I didn't want to be avoid that. So
Was there any blood exchanged?
No.
Okay, you're probably okay.
Oh, that reminds me. We need your blood and my blood. And do you have a
What?
brother? I don't know. They all.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Y'all look like the same, except your hair's a little different.
I personally do not see it, but they all insist.
I think they've got a very different scent.
I mean,
The
we've got.
scent isn't what we're talking about, though.
I mean, if they were both clean, I'd be able to tell you if they smelt the same.
Hadwick, when is your birthday?
Oh God, I don't even know.
That's a good point. James, when are our birthdays?
That is a good question.
A date on some sort of.
Hadwick wouldn't know his birthday, as Hadwick was found on a doorstep. But his name day would have been in Spoon, the 7th of Spoon.
Okay, Gary, when is your name day?
What a weird coincidence. Mine's the 7th of Spoon too. Huh.
Do you reckon that's close enough for the spell?
I think we can try.
Do you think because you look kind of like a clown, even though you're not a clown, but you've got the nose and the
I'm
buzzer
most definitely
and
not a
stuff,
clown.
I know
Hold
you're
on.
not a clown, but you
I don't
look
laugh
like
either.
one.
That
Now
I feel-
Hadwick, I just want to ask, you went to a bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any form of bath within there?
Mm-hmm. It was very smelly.
Just a thought, if we could get you both clean, I could do a sniff test, and then I'd be able to find out if you do smell the same. See, the problem is, you smell of like all these nice rich people colognes and all these oils.
You said it
that
wasn't
they
nice
use.
earlier. I don't know
Well,
what you mean.
it's all subjective. And then Gary, he smells like Ankh-Morpork, which is, for lack of a better word, considerably less pleasant. Shitty, even.
Can we not use the bath? I feel like we would come out of it dirtier than we went in.
Well, if there's another way of getting you both completely clean, then
the
I'm
poor-
sure...
I don't think there is. We're gonna have to use the bath.
Is there a sink here for washing the dishes?
Absolutely not.
I don't...
What if you used the bath, then we'd both be dirty?
But then we'd
That
smell the
works.
same, but not out of...
I think it
That's
would be a
weird.
good idea not to go back out of the room.
No, I don't like it. It felt very strange.
Well, we need to find milk as well, so...
Did anyone bake those cookies?
Mary was doing that.
Okay.
Mary,
get
you've been
cleaned up
churning
earlier?
butter, which means there's a lot of milk there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As you're, churning some of that butter, you're like, wait a minute. This butter comes from milk. You have
Yeah,
this-
she doesn't think about it.
It's just like a
until
glass
now.
shatter in your head is like.
She's too stressed. Bless her.
I think I found the milk and I'm about finished baking the cookies.
Hey, Mary, you've got that magic stuff thing. Could you clean us?
I'm still new. I can only really fly right now. We usually just go over fundamentals. Yodwuss,
Yeah,
don't you do magic too?
I can set you on fire.
No, I
I
need to be cleaned.
That does sound useful.
You can burn the dirt off.
Oh wait, I clicked a fucking button. Shit.
No, that's
A
the
nice
right
smelly
spell.
Oh, that's what we
I think
want.
that's the one. Yeah, I thought so. A happy accident. I can do little magical things. Shit. I can.
The last time I spilt perfume on a fire, it got bigger. I don't want to.
My eyes aren't like me.
I don't want to burn the.
This spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters use for practice. You create one of the following magical effects within range. You create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. You can instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. You instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. You chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic feet of non-living material for 1 hour. You make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour. You create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand and that lasts until the end of your next turn. If you cast this spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time, and you can dismiss such an effect as an action.
So I can't make wet.
No, you can. You can clean us.
Can I do that?
You instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
That would help if I remember
Which you can
that.
do multiple times.
Okay, I can do it.
Comes a voice from your bag.
Oh god. I open my bag and get the slightly slurred, brittle book out.
Look, young man, you need to be more on top of things with the spell casting that you're planning to do. Prestidigitation is a basic spell, very simple. Even a novice like you would be able to do it.
Yeah, but the firebolt's cooler.
Yeah, the firebolt is objectively cooler, but in this situation, your friends who are dirty apparently need to be cleaned. I'm uncertain why. I couldn't quite hear the full extent of it, but my understanding is if you were to use this spell, it could be beneficial to your new friends. And you don't have many friends now, do you?
Hey,
No, you don't,
that's
though.
mean.
Objectively, you have no friends, and this is your chance to make some friends.
Man, I don't want. It's supposed to be nicer to me.
I am objectively not meant to be nice to you. I am a book. My job is to give you information. I don't have to be nice about it. I've never been nice about anything.
Fine.
Yeah, we know.
Is that why you don't have any friends?
I had many friends back in my day. In fact, I had not only many friends, I had many servants, many concubines. I was living right at the peak of my being.
But listen to the word had.
We needn't go into it.
Worth the CD to him.
Okay, I can do this. I can make you clean. I can.
Not from over there, you can't. You better get closer to them.
Listen.
I'm
But
listening.
man is very rude.
He's really mean. I mean, he's old. He's got that ancient kind of, you know.
Young
He does have a
people can be
musty
mean
scent
too.
to him.
Maybe he should think about that on his own and not be mean about it.
I mean, he's got no friends now because he's a book.
Wow. Now,
I mean, at least
talking
you could
about being
put a bit-
mean. Very mean thing to say.
I do. Hot kettle black.
No, he's a book.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm more of a dark brown, if anything.
Okay, how do I cast this damn
You
spell?
you just say you're doing it essentially. It
I'm
costs
doing the spell, James.
And you're doing it on Gary Slump first of all.
Yes.
Over and over and over again.
Gary, you feel wrong as the dirt in your hair decreases. Your hair becomes almost like breezier and lighter and sort of flicks up a little bit at the back. The dirt under your fingernails, which you've been collecting for quite a while and were quite proud of at this point, recedes and disappears, leaving some very, very sort of like white, elongated nails. Your clothing around you goes from this very sort of what you'd found quite comfortably crispy to a unbearably soft and almost plush. And the odor coming from your feet had now just dispersed entirely, and you felt just an immense dryness on the sole of your feet. You feel wrong.
I hate this. Oh my god.
As you open your mouth, you set this sort of minty breath comes out, and you feel this sort of odd sensation that the bleeding in your gums has now stopped.
I run my tongue over my teeth. Like, what feeling?
The furry sensation that is usually there has now been replaced by this weird, smooth sensation.
Hadwick, do you feel like this all of the time? How do you live?
I'm not entirely sure what you are feeling, but likely yes.
Gaspode is going to walk over to you and give you a big... Okay, so you do smell very different.
Hey, I'm not the only one that's gonna have to suffer like this. Yodwin, do you think you could do it to Gaspode too?
Yeah, I can do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can do it a clean.
I didn't agree to this.
Hey, what are friends for? Buddies for life,
no,
you know? Partners in crime. What happens to one happens to the other.
Built up a tolerance to Ankh-Morpork. If you remove this, you're removing my shield.
Same as me.
I mean, Gary's put you up for this already, so.
I don't consent to this. I do not consent to this.
I just hear bark, bark, bark.
I was gonna say Yodwin hasn't done the charisma save or the wisdom save.
That's
So
true.
Oh, yeah.
literally.
Though
literally
Yodwuss is also magically inclined, so would
That is
probably have
true.
a better advantage of understanding. Never mind. Okay, yeah, if you cast Prestidigitation, Gaspode's fur goes from this, like, clumped mass of just dirt and possibly blood stains that then flattens off into this smooth, like, sleek and shiny coat. No, I don't like. Oh God, no! Oh, no!
See what I mean?
What have you
Gross.
on? What's that taste in my mouth?
There's no need
Taste-
to be so rude.
I start like trying to scratch my hair and my ear like a dog.
I don't itch anymore. What's this so strange? My favorite itching spot's gone. What did you do to me?
I made you clean.
I hate it.
Don't ever do that again.
I mean, you can go roll around in the dirt
I will.
afterwards.
And he immediately runs off and jumps in the bins.
Holly's so ungrateful.
Tempted
Wasn't he
to join
supposed to
him.
be sniffing?
Oh yeah.
Hadwick will also need to be cleaned, as it were, as he is covered in like basically like soaps and colognes,
Yeah, that's way too much. So
and he's been in the smelly bathroom.
Oh yeah, the awful bathroom. Hadwick, come here so I can.
Sorry. Yeah, I can't.
Fucking leapt from the stairs.
Alright.
Did a
Let's
little
go.
flip.
He's like, clean me, please.
Please.
I do be seeing.
And then I cast
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
As the spell works on you, Hadwick, it's a lot less severe on you. You feel the sort of gross moistness from the bathroom that sort of gathered on your shoes. Your shoes now significantly cleaner, but you also feel like the sort of nice scent that you. Now, last time I did this, you seemed to get a bit shirty with me, Hadwick. So, do I have permission to sniff you?
You have permission as long as you aren't rude about it.
I can make no promises. And he leans in with his nose, and you feel the wet nose pressing up against you with a. Interesting. And he walks over to Gary and. Oh. Interesting.
I think this is called a DNA test, a dog nose association test.
Nice.
Maybe take a point of inspiration for that.
You sure you're not a clown? You're better than the other ones. They're not as funny.
But that wasn't a joke. I was literally stating a fact. I read it in a book.
These young men have the almost exact same aroma. Now I need a focus test. I need another clean person to sniff in comparison, just to make sure.
Who else wants to get clean?
Am I a person?
I mean, is that gonna work?
I
Yeah, it
think
could
maybe
do.
a human. I don't know.
MaymoUwU steps forward and she just kind of raises her hand.
'Cause,
I'll do it.
Okay. If you come over here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mary-
Bring
Hadwick.
those cookies over. They look lovely.
Hadwick, if we end up being siblings, I'm the older one.
Sorry, Klump, I just
okay.
didn't know if it would work for you. 'cause
The
humans and that.
So Mary, not quite to the same extent to Gary, but you have quite dirty fingernails, and you've got you're probably one of those kids that doesn't really wash that often either. You probably have a bath when you're told to, but if you can get by without having one, you're pretty happy with that. Your hair's a bit greasy at the back, but as the spells cast over you, your hair sort of flows down almost elegantly behind you instead of the normal sort of bird's nest that you usually have at the back. Your fingernails are clean, and the sort of swampy sensation at the bottom of your feet dissipates, and you're now walking on completely dry socks and feel incredibly, almost abnormally clean.
She kind of like wiggles around a little bit, like unsure for a second, but then just kind of stands firm, so Gaspod can kind of get to sniffing, I guess.
I'm coming. And he leans in, and you feel the wet nose sort of press against you as he starts. Oh! Okay, you smell very different too. These boys smell very, very similar.
So, twins?
Well, I can't say for certain. Though I suppose we can find out one way or another.
Oh yeah, right, the spell. I
The
pull
spell.
out my kitchen knife, which is way sharper than my pocket knife. Hey Hadwick, hold your hand out.
Wait! Aren't you gonna bring the hoggy man in here, and he's gonna go all?
Well, no, I was
think-
just gonna combine our blood in this cup,
Oh,
and then we'll use it with the other ingredients in the hall. But there's no point us.
Probably better we have it ready ahead of time, because we don't know how long it's going to take to get everything set up and what we're going to have to do to actually get ourselves into that position. So
This
So-
dog sounds a lot more smart than us. I'm very confused.
Oh, so basically,
I always was.
Jodwin's got a book that talks, and it told us the spell we need to summon the Hogfather. You know, the coolest guy.
No, it was me. We're talking about how clever I am. Let's go back to talking about how clever the doggy
No,
is.
because
No,
you
Clever
are
dog.
no,
clever.
not the book.
What a clever doggy he is.
Huh?
I pat your head behind, like I scratch behind your ears. Of course, you're the cleverest.
Exactly. Thank you.
But yeah, they need our blood. They need the blood of twins, and apparently that's us. So
Why?
you're gonna be
why-
the little brother, and I'll be the big brother. And I'm like pointing at you and pointing at me. And I'll take
why
care
are
of you
the
from
big
now on.
one?
because I am less scared of things than you, and I have more life knowledge. I sort of cross my arms, and like nod in a matter-of-fact way.
Okay.
Gary definitely smells older. I think that might be what it is. I think that's the only difference I could find. I think he smelt a bit older by about maybe 10-15 minutes. By my calculations. And this
Does
nose is rarely wrong.
Gary does like a little fist pump of yes. Gaspode, we have family.
Well,
They probably have a house. Well, no, because if
well,
I was gonna say if we get home okay, I was going to see if my family could help anyway, but that might help you more. I don't know.
also, Hadwick, I'd like you to quickly check your description, as there is something that's mentioned in your description.
The last bit, right? The last bit.
Yes.
Yes. How long ago do you remember?
Well, I don't know.
Have you seen anything like? And he kind of shuffles around trying to work through his clothing, and then pulls out like a necklace that's on him, and kind of shows it to him.
A jeweled necklace with an emerald placed in the center of it. Gary, you remember having something like that in your possession once upon a time, but you pawned it off a few years back.
For food.
For food, shelter, just for money, really, monetary gain. But you recognize it.
I had one of these doohickeys. A man in the mended drum traded with me for like 3 silver pieces. It was a really good deal. Then I could eat, and me and Gaspode had some money to we didn't have to sleep on the streets for a few nights because we could get a room. That was really cool.
I think that it was worth more than that, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's it's valued at about 50 gold.
It's amazing. It's amazing what people just take from a 5-year-old. Because I'm only 7 now, so if it's like 2-3 years ago, I was 4, 5.
Yep. Sank more pork.
Absolutely.
You
that dirty bastard ripped me off.
It's okay. If people are saying we look the same, maybe it can help. I'm not sure.
Well, irrelevant. From now on, I'll protect you in this weird world. And I point my finger is literally where your nose is. I'm doing that. Clearly,
if we are related, then you shouldn't condescend me. It's not very nice.
What's condescending? I'm just making
looking down.
I think that's when the water gathers on the window.
No, that's compensation. But
no, that's when someone injures you and you ask for money from them.
No, that's compensation.
I thought compensation was what we're doing right now.
No, that's compensation. Anyway,
no, that's when you leave something out for a long time and it rots, and it creates a sort of a fertilizer.
No,
that's coronation.
Apples. Yeah. Wait, that's the thing you have with chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, if we are related, and I don't think you're taller than me, so you should not look down on me with your words or with your eyes, because it's not nice.
Okay, but you're kind of a scaredy cat, so someone's got to take care of you.
As long as you look at me like you like to look at yourself when you do that, that's okay.
I sort of squint a little bit and then go, okay, deal, and then hold out pinky promise sort of thing.
He kind of holds out his whole hand, and then his finger, as though he's gonna poke the end of his finger with his finger.
I literally hook round as tight as I can and start doing the kid shake.
Your hands are stronger than mine.
That's because I'm the big brother. Anyway, I need to cut your hand open.
No, why?
We need our blood for the spell. It won't hurt, I promise. And I put a cup in front of me and I slice my hand. It does hurt. It hurts a lot.
It hurts a lot, yeah.
And I
take a point of damage.
Oh no. Why are your eyes wet?
Dude, because there's onions in here. And they're making my eyes water.
I'm not a fan of that. They always mix it in with the meat.
So sad. And I'm so happy that I've got a brother. See, it doesn't hurt at all. So it's your turn. And I handed my knife.
You don't need me to buy you sausages now because Mum and Dad can give them to you.
Oh yeah. This is the best. Gaspode, we're gonna eat so well.
I'm sure we will.
But please, try not to take things from people anymore if you don't need it.
But what if I do need it?
We can talk about it before you do it, in case.
Look, just cut your hand open. Come on.
He was trying to wait, delay it. Now he can't. So he's like, and then he's like, if you do it, then maybe I won't do it bad and make it hurt more. Can you please?
Okay, so I first of all I rip a piece of my shirt off and put it in my mouth, and then I slice open Hadwick's hand as gently as I can, and squeeze the blood into the cup.
The cut is quite neat, so because of that, it does bleed quite a lot. So you don't really need to squeeze. You may actually need to bandage it.
That's why I've got a piece of shirt in my mouth. I was gonna tie his hand back up.
Bandages. It's okay.
I didn't want to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Hadwick, you take a point of damage from that cut.
Me with 3 HP. Oh yeah.
You're doing better than me. I've got 2.
True.
So have you guys seen the musical Blood Brothers?
I have.
No.
Just a thought. Nothing.
I was about to do the same thing.
Anyway, I won't interrupt.
No one's had an original thought in their mind ever, apparently.
We don't need to be blood brothers though, because we're actual brothers.
But do you know what happens when twins that are separated at birth find out that they are? Never mind.
Isn't that
Sure, things will be
usually
fine.
the parent and a...
Sure, things will be fine.
Sure, everything will be okay.
He's like, Hadwick's like kind of crying, and then he's like holding his hand. It's kind of shaky. He feels a bit dizzy, and he's trying to like find which pocket he put the bandages in. It's a bit of a
I
mess.
start helping, and I start pulling out things for you. Like I find your bandages eventually, and I bandage up your hand.
You can use one if you want to. When mine's done, I could do yours. I don't know how to do it though.
Oh, it's okay. Mine doesn't even hurt at all. See, as I try and act all macho, that my hand gets
Mary's gonna come over and help.
I'd like a medicine check from someone.
I'll do one.
Jodwin comes over and holds out her hand, says, "Cut me next."
Oh my god.
Mary's got this down.
Mary's a bit used to falling over in the fields and stuff like that, tripping over in the. It's why she survived falling from 30 fucking foot in the air.
Yeah, so neat little bows.
Yeah, it'd be like really cute. Her mum taught her.
Well, that is that's one of the ingredients sorted. That's good. And,
I put the milk in the cookies.
Oh, perfect. Do you want to? Can I have one of those cookies? They look lovely.
Mr. Book. How many cookies does the Hogfather need?
Oh, he's kind of buckled up a little bit.
Now, there's no specific amount. However, I don't believe you should be giving chocolate chips to a canine. Unless you're wanting that canine to die an agonizing death.
I don't.
What's a canine?
And it is the family of which dogs originate. But it is a less specific family. It is a sort of vague term for dogs, wolves, jackals, many creatures within that family.
Klump's eyes just glaze over entirely.
All of them are completely poisoned by anything chocolate related.
Then, I'm sorry, Gaspard.
No, I understand.
I just don't want you to die.
I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not angry.
I pull out one of the gingerbread men that I pocketed earlier. You can have another one of these, Bill.
Oh, he wants biscuit. Give it here. Give it here. Oh, those are good. Oh. Anyway, what was the other ingredient?
the laughter of a clown.
Oh,
The
the
tears
of a clown.
Of someone related to a clown. Raised
Where,
by
where are we?
clowns.
Where are we gonna find that?
Wait. You.
Me?
No.
I'm Klump.
Jodwin.
Yeah.
I need to say something. I don't know if you'll like it very much. I'm sorry. You're close enough to the clown thingy.
But I'm not a
to
clown.
be needed. You're raised by clowns. You said.
My parents are clowns. I hate them and I wish they were dead.
Yes. That's okay. You could hate them, but that doesn't change that you were raised.
Now,
by
if the child is of a clown descent, then that means that
it doesn't mean you
biologically,
are one.
it means biologically, it may fit the mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't like to laugh.
La.
What is it that we need from a clown?
Laughter.
Tears.
Tears?
It
You
was-
like
Right.
not light humor, the other one.
Satire. Sitting down.
Dark humor, is it?
I don't like any humor. I like maths. I want to be an accountant. I want to do taxes.
Seriously,
Oh,
what is it though that we do need? Is it laughter or tears?
It is laughter you need. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why did I think it was tears?
Jodwin, why?
It's because it's the laughter of a sad clown is what is needed.
I don't know
Oh.
if this is possible.
No, it is.
Jodwin. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Is it because 7's the prime number?
No, it's because 7, 8, 9.
God, when he does a poker face, expression does not change.
I thought a math-related joke would work.
Well, regardless, even if we were to get our little clown friend to laugh as it stands, we would only be summoning the Hogfather here, and that probably isn't the best course of action, given that he will go on a violent rampage as soon as he's here.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
We want to do in the banquet hall.
Jodwin
Yes.
is pain and misfortune humorous to you?
Not really.
Oh, not even when like someone trips over.
No, my parents make me slip and fall in a banana peel down the stairs every morning. I kind of resent
Okay,
that kind of humor.
What
I
is
may
humor to
intervene
you?
once again, the book says from the sides. There is a incantation that could force somebody to laugh uncontrollably. It is a powerful spell that I could maybe help our young little wizard friend here
Is it Tasha's
cast
City of
upon
Laughter?
this person. It
We
is.
can't do it now though.
Oh yeah, no, we got to do it in the main hall.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
Yodwuss's hideous laughter.
Jodwin, I'd like to ask if you would allow us to, though.
If it will help everyone, I'll try my best to laugh when I need to.
If we cast a spell for you, would you be okay with that?
I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
I will do something that you like afterwards to repay you.
I like doing homework.
I can give you homework. I have lots of homework at home.
Good.
That sounds very exciting, she says with a completely blank poker face.
I'm glad there are things that you like. That sounded mean. I don't know why.
Well, this has been very pleasant. It seems we have our components. Now we just need a plan of some sort. Or we can just wing it. I'm not against winging it.
What is winging it?
Winging it is when it's like when, a bird just does whatever the hell it likes and just goes for it. They're just flying off. They just do their thing.
And they poop on anyone
at
any time.
They can crap wherever they like. No one can stop them because they've already flown away. When you're a little doggy and you do a poop, everyone's chasing you down the street, throwing sticks at you. And not in a fun way.
Mary can fly. I don't understand.
What I'm saying is that if we just improvise, or we can come up with a plan, either way.
Well,
yeah.
Apart from the ingredients to make the spell, how do we actually do the spell? Because that way we can just go out there and then...
Well, I am glad you asked. Yeah, fuck. Says, rather condescendingly. Now, you see, for a wizard of my aptitude, it is a simple incantation. However, for a wizard of Yodwuss's aptitude, it would be quite a complex spell. It would probably take him some time, I'd imagine at least 30 seconds to cast, in which time you'll probably have the full force of the Elf Queen's army bearing down on you. But I'm sure you'll be fine. I can take him through the incantation and make sure it all goes through without any issue.
So we just need to survive 30 seconds while he's doing the spell. How
yes, I'm sure that
noticeable
old
is it?
crone will fight for you.
I have an idea. It's a little risky, but if I were to fly in and start throwing stuff at people, maybe that would distract them.
Please don't fall again.
You can throw me.
Well, you can come with me and help, and if it comes to it, then we can throw you.
Okay.
Okay. There's lots of apples in the storeroom. Maybe we could throw lots of apples. They're hard and hard when they fall on your head.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good idea.
Go back to the storeroom.
Klump, as you open the storeroom, there are two. The two elves are now in a state of undress, entwined in each other's arms.
I'm
we
here
were just
for some apples.
Yep. Take as many as you need. Take as many as you need.
Throw them in a little satchel. Just as many as I can fit.
One of them's like buttoning up his trousers. So the other's like readjusting his collar.
Oh, two boys. Hey.
What are you?
And they were roommates.
What are y'all doing in here?
Best friends.
We are just sorting inventory. If you want apples, we've got apples. Just take some apples. As many as you need.
Plump's
Oh my
gonna
god,
give him,
they
like,
were roommates.
like a weird look as she walks away and slowly closes the door.
History will describe them as the best of friends.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
I got a lot of apples.
Nice, thanks. Mary is gonna take off her hat and reach into it and pull out the broom, and then she stops for a second, and then she's like, and then she pulls out the horrific Build-A-Bear fox.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
Gasboard.
Yes.
Any chocolate?
I will, 100%.
Well, if there's cookies on the line, then yes, definitely, I'm on board. Get it on me, get it on me.
Mary places the fox carcass, I
Okay.
guess,
a pelt.
over.
Yeah, it's like
Pelt,
it's been
thank you.
it's been like tanned underneath, so it's not like wet or anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's still pretty like stanky.
She places it over him, and then from some of the like bags and whatnot that are nearby, she takes the string for them and kind of like ties it around like main areas to make sure it stays on. And she is like 100% horrified by what is in front of her, but she thinks it will work.
In which case, that just leaves me and you, Hadwick. I say that we protect Yodwuss while he's doing the spell, otherwise someone's going to interrupt him and then he's going to get hurt.
I can do something with the uniform, and he like undoes his noble clothing to show that he's wearing a uniform.
that is a good disguise. So if we have some of us maybe disguised as staff members, that's perfect actually.
Yes, I don't know. I didn't bring extras because I couldn't hide them very well.
I've got an idea. And I run towards the storeroom.
Hmm.
These two elves that are undressed.
They've one of them's got his shirt off, the other's got his sort of like hands around the other one, sort of creeping down the back of his trousers, and then immediately pulls them out as you walk in. What is it now? What's going on?
I know what you're doing. I just want your clothes, and I won't say anything to anyone else, and I'll even lock the door on my way out.
You want our clothes?
Well, yeah, because I'm not in the correct work attire, and I'm gonna get in trouble.
Okay, turn around.
I turn around.
Yeah, and you hear like the sound of like belts and buckling. Ching. And they sort of throw their clothes over in your direction. Don't turn back, just leave.
I walk out backwards, and then I put like the little kadunk down on the door so that they are technically trapped inside now.
Yes.
But no one else will disturb them. You're all good. Have fun doing the grown-up thing. Ta-da! I got some clothes.
Oh.
They are a few sizes too big, but that's not going to be too much of an issue.
The
elves are very small themselves, so.
That means that me, you, and Yodwuss can wear these, and then we can be disguised, and they're less likely to hit us.
Mm-hmm. I have mine already, and so you don't need me to have it. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So that means that's what I meant, because you've got one, and then I've got another two.
My apples.
I think it would be a good idea if you go to serve, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what is that? And then you see Gaspode running in like a wild animal, and then behind the Gaspode, we'll come in with the apples and start pelting everyone, and hopefully that will cause enough chaos so people won't see Yodwuss.
So to make
Good
the
idea.
most of this, we'll probably want to make sure we do this in steps. So I'll go in, and once they are done being distracted with me, or if it looks like they're going to get close to catching me, that's when you guys come in and you launch from your side. We only need like 30 seconds. That's like nothing. We can last that long easy, even with some of these dangerous people. I believe we can do this.
I'm in the assassin school, so I'm very sneaky if you need that. So.
Oh
Yeah.
You're in assassin school?
Mm-hmm. You can
Jodwin,
come too if my parents allow you to stay.
Well, I wanted to be in the thieves' school.
I mean, it's similar, but instead you're taking lives.
Oh, good point. I am good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Jodwin, how many pies do you have left?
Too many. I need to get rid of a few of them.
Cool. Throw them at people.
Oh, do you want to come on the brim as well? It's quite big.
Sure.
Okay. I'll control the broom. Klump, you throw apples, and you throw pies, Jodwin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're ready.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Starting us off.
maybe we should let Granny Weatherwax And she looks at you all like, she's been talking for quite a while now. And she
Sorry, Granny.
lowers the spell. Okay, everybody, we are going to get on with our work. If everyone can just keep the kitchen running, and we're going to get the food out as quickly as we can. She walks on over. Okay, I was listening in on all of that. Sounds very good. If you need any assistance with the flying, and she takes her hat off, reaches into her own hat, and pulls out her broom. The hat back on. Of course, if you want me to take one of them, or if you want to try and take both on yours, that's perfectly fine.
Do you think it would be okay?
I think that you might crash and die, and you can only fly about 30 feet from the ground, and I'm a much more experienced witch than you.
Then maybe you should take a Klump.
Okay. Which one's that?
Klump is our troll friend. She's very good at going from big heights and hitting people. So I tried to flick her off my broom last time, but it didn't go very well. So
well,
maybe...
I don't think throwing her is going to help, but we can definitely try throwing things, objects. I'm not in the habit of throwing people.
Oh, but she's so resilient.
Well, she may be resilient, but if she gets attacked by an army of elves, she might not be so resilient at that point.
Oh, that's true.
Some of them are quite druidic in nature as well, and they're very good at carving.
Okay.
Mary, how big is the space inside your hat? Because what if we put like bags of flour in it, and then you just tipped your hat upside down on it?
We're not just storing things in hats. This is a witch's sacred object. You can't just go put in any witch what in there.
Can you fit me in there?
Bombs.
We're a bit of a dire situation.
I think I could only fit half of you in my hat, Klump. I'm still learning.
No, not Klump. If you put flour inside it, and then we pour the flour on the people, and then when the flour gets set on fire, it explodes, and we've got bombs. I think that happened at the bakery.
What?
I could try. Yeah, I could try. Mary walks over to a bunch of flour bags and sees if she can put them in her hat. But she kind of struggles to lift them.
I was gonna say, if worse comes to worse, then you've just got kilo sacks of flour. Oh, I'll help. And I help put a kilo sack of flour in the hat, maybe.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Her hat feels significantly heavier.
Are you guys prepared now?
We're all ready.
Let's go. We got this.
As ready as I'll ever be when I'm the one who has to fucking pull this shit off.
You'll be okay, Yodwuss. I believe in you.
The word.
Oh, yeah.
The no word.
What? No word.
My mama and my papa said no F word.
That's a very naughty wizard.
Bitch.
Mary walks over and pats Yodwuss on the shoulder and says that it'll be okay. Don't worry. We'll protect you and keep everyone distracted so you can do it.
Thank you. I just don't want to let you guys down.
You're not gonna let us down. I know you won't.
I mean, I hope not.
Look, if this doesn't work, then we'll either all die to the hog fire, or we'll get eaten by the elf lady. So, like, no pressure.
I guess.
Well, actually, when the Hogfather is summoned, though he will be in a blind rage, he will not attack the person that has summoned it. So at the very least, Yodwuss will survive whilst you're all being disemboweled.
Well, then what do I do?
That should be a reassurance to all of you.
Nice.
Mary kind of tries not to think about that and readies her broom for Jingle to sit on it.
Okay, you probably want to go up the stairs first and maybe enter the room before you jump on the broom.
She can fly up on the broom.
Okay.
Talk stairs.
Let's move you guys up the stairs. into the banquet hall.
Okay, so Hadwick, myself,
Hmm.
and I keep forgetting our little wizard's name. Jodwin. I want to know that's
Yodwuss.
Jodwin.
Yodwuss.
Okay, so Hadwick, myself, and Yodwuss, we'll go in first with some dishes. We'll try and get as close as we can to the up here where the unicorn is.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So as you guys are coming up the stairs, I'm assuming you're having this conversation, and as you emerge, you see 3 guards and 2 very familiar-looking elves. As you step up, Ben Lane walks over to his brother, whispers something into his ear, and his brother just keels over on the ground. Oh, my brother! No! Oh, sorry, he's feeling a bit faint. Can you help, please? And the guards run over and begin gathering around him. At which point, Ben Lane moves around.
Perfect. That's the signal. Let's go.
Yeah, Hadwick looks uncomfortable, but just carries on with it.
As you're walking by, he gives you a smile and nods to you.
He kind of pales a little bit.
Do give them hell, he says, as he pulls a blade out from the bottom of his shoe.
I'm trying to mimic like workers that I've seen in cafes and stuff when I'm looking at them through the windows. So I'm trying to do like the steady pacing of not spilling food.
Are you staying there, Hadwick?
Silver service. He's got a tray too, and he's gonna go in.
Okay.
Keep moving. Just keep moving.
As you approach, you can see before the fairy, the elf queen is a large, majestic-looking unicorn that is curled up like a dog, sleeping at the front of her table. The elf queen herself is over at her own table, awaiting her meal. Servants! Where is my food? I have been waiting for so long.
It's coming, my lady. Our new tester was making sure that none of it is poison. It is all perfect. We just had to make sure that it was so perfect for your meal. And I put a tray down here, and then I sort of stand off to the side and sort of motion for Yodwuss to stand behind me. Like, we will be here to serve.
Right, who needs changing?
Me.
Shannon, you need to click on your character token first and then roll it.
I
yeah, you got it. That's fine. Yeah.
Baby.
You got 17.
No, you're 11.
You're already showing as 17. It's just that you're on there twice now.
Oh, I don't know why I did that twice. Just delete my 14 one then.
Yeah, I think we delete it now.
That Klump got a natural 20, but because I get a -1 index, it's a 19.
Yeah, and well, I rolled twice by mistake, so I'm taking my first roll, which was a 1. Whoop!
I think I've got rid of the duplicate. There we go. Is everyone on the initiative order now?
I think so.
What about weather
Perfect.
wax? Well, I'm sure you.
And what I'll probably do is have them all, because there's so many of them. They'll just be a sort of group round for this.
Oh, wait, I'm not on the time.
Could I have a moment? My D20
Yeah, of course.
suddenly stopped working.
That's all right. I'm just setting up a few things anyway.
I rolled it, but I'm not on the turn order. Am I just being special?
You showed up
you
on my
press-
end.
Okay.
Let me just check. Yeah, you're showing. You got a 9 by the look of it.
Okay. It's fine. I mean, I'll refresh just in case.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back in. It's all good.
Yeah, boy.
Just gotta zoom in. Hadwick, did you follow Gary?
Yeah, he went in, but then he's got like food to offer to the other guests rather than to the queen herself.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we just needed to be.
Yeah, I didn't move my counter. I didn't move my counter at the same time, that's all, because my hands were full.
Oh.
You're so valid.
Yeah.
I can't focus unless I'm doing something with my hands. So I'm like, should I remember
No,
to do
I
stuff?
feel you. That's why I was drawing.
I'm covering glue on the backing of that embroidery I was doing yesterday.
Okay, guys. So is everyone ready now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Gaspode charges into the door, through the door, shouting, "Woof! Woof!" at the top of his voice. At which point, the room freaks out. Now, Klump, are you doing anything for this first round?
No, I'm gonna wait to have Granny Weatherwax fly me forward.
Yep.
So I'll grip an apple.
Well, I'll say Granny Weatherwax will be rolling on the same initiative as you, seeing as you're together.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's
So if
fine,
you do
then.
want to prepare and go through now, or if you want to wait around, that's up to you.
We'll go forward. I want to throw my apples.
Okay. I'm just gonna move Granny Weatherwax into position, and she charges through the door with you on her broom, and she's gonna move you around. And I'd like you to make a melee, just a improvised attack. That will be your strength, proficiency, and your D20. So I think your fists roll off that anyway. So you can roll that.
I can just do my okay, perfect.
And just tell me which elf you're aiming for.
The one at the end of this table here. I'll sit next to him for a second. There you go. That one.
That one. Yeah. If you like hold to click, it does one of those as well.
Oh.
Cool. I'm gonna say it does about this. It does.
I'm just gonna chuck it.
It's an apple, so it just does. It does a point of damage, like in the side of his head. Ah! Ow!
And I'm gonna shout, "That's headology!" I hit him on the head.
At which point, the fairy queen, the elf queen, stands up, and points to her unicorn.
Oh god!
Destroy these intruders! And the unicorn charges forward, trampling through. That is the unicorn's turn for now.
DM,
Yes.
I'm not on the turn order.
Yes, you are. You're next now.
Huh?
It's
It's
showing
not
me
showing
as
up.
next.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
showing me. Showing Jodwin is next.
Yeah,
What
to be fair, we're
job?
both going together, so you can just use
I'm a
mine.
bit confused. If you scroll, have you?
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, no, she's not on there for us either.
Weird.
That's so strange. Okay.
Delete her and start again.
I can do the roll thing if you need me to.
Yeah, if you can roll it again. Who else is anyone else not showing?
No, it's not. I don't.
I'm
Everybody
fine.
else is there. I'm
It
just.
shows me next, to be honest.
Give me 2 seconds. Is it
Yeah,
not? There we
if you
go.
roll it again when you've clicked, what did you get before?
I got a 17.
Okay, let's change that. 17.
Nice, thank you.
Is there anyone else not showing?
I think I've just disappeared off the initiative now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you're no longer there, Jodwin.
Oh, can you roll again for me? And I'll just
Like,
change it back.
replacing each other.
We're
I
all
had
just
13
hogging
before.
the turn order. Yeah, I had 13 as well.
Oh, you're showing up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I'm showing up, but it's showing me as next when originally it's supposed to be
Jodwin, yeah, you're 13 on Jodwin, so we'll get that changed there. What was Hadwick? You're showing as 13, is that right?
I was also 13. Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, so we should be good. In which
Nice.
case, let me just. Right, where were we on this?
I was next.
Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Over to you, Mary.
Behind Gaspode, Mary will fly in with Jodwin on her, and she's getting a little bit better with her broom. She's flying a bit smoother. And she's gonna signal for Jodwin to start pieing people.
Okay.
All the while she takes her hat off and rips the bag of flour from the inside and starts spilling it all over the concubines to like blind them.
Let's move you into the room then. So you'll be about here then at this point from where you were. Probably get to
So
that.
I'll be darting between the concubines, spilling flour into their eyes and faces.
Gonna sort of put you in the middle of the table.
Nice, thank you.
Can't be blind. Excellent. Yeah, a cloud of dust is like sprayed around the room, and the concubines all start coughing and choking against it. There is some of them are like just trying to rub their eyes and get it out, looking visibly quite confused. She's already had her go. Jodwin, what are you doing in that time?
I'm gonna throw some cream pies at these elves. I'm gonna cream pie these elves.
Cream pie the elves.
Yeah.
Cream pie the elves.
Yep.
Cream pie the elves.
Give me a improvised weapon. That's your strength plus your.
I don't suppose I can argue to Dex roll because I'm throwing it and not.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Who cares? So broken. Cool. Which one are you throwing it at?
I'm gonna hit the one female out of the table.
Oh, that's Irene.
Yeah.
She's on our side.
I don't think she is she?
She is blindsided by the attack and is like knocked over onto the ground, like unconscious. She's down.
This is fine.
That's alright for betraying us earlier, the bitch.
Hadwick.
Hey, as far as the rest of the people know, they don't know if he is also part of this. So he kind of like acts like shocked and afraid, and kind of runs up a bit higher towards where all their names are covered up and I can't remember. Anyway, up to the front.
Area Yodwuss.
Yeah, because all I see is Yodwuss, Luff, Slump. All in one line.
Yeah, they do blend into one another.
And he kind of tries to go up to the table, and he's like, Your Majesty, you're in danger!
Yes, I noticed that! Thank you!
We should take you away from here.
No! It's the opposite of what we want.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Don't worry, guys. We got this. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I'm now a distraction instead. Even better.
She looks at you and shakes her head. I'm not going anywhere with you! My unicorn will protect me! Skewer them! She shouts at the giant unicorn. Yeah. We'll go over to Yodwuss.
I'm gonna grab my book out and turn to page 346, chapter 6, I think.
Paragraph 6.
Paragraph
376, page 376, paragraph 6. Very close, very close.
You did really good, well done.
Okay, so there's a simple incantation. You need to draw a magic circle, first of all. Do you have all of the components?
Yes.
So you have the blood of the two twin brothers?
Yes.
You have the pint of fresh milk?
Yes.
You have the plate of freshly made cookies?
Yes.
And you have the laughter of a sad clown?
We need to do that one. Shit.
We can't complete the spell without the laughter of the sad clown. Now we can get the other components in place, but you're going to need the clown here.
We need Jodwin.
She knows to come over when we're That was part of the plan. We got to set it up.
Right. There's 4 components. This is why I thought it would take time, because we've got to put each component in. So start with your first component. First of all, we start with the magic circle. Draw the magic circle. Draw the magic circle.
Okay.
See if you can draw it behind these things so she can't see it. Like here.
What's his name's trying to? My character's trying to distract her anyway. So.
Yeah. And she is fairly distracted by your.
Genius.
To the corner.
So you begin to draw a magic circle, and you are drawing from memory the same sigil that you saw when you arrived in this realm, and are looking to sort of get that laid out on the ground. I'll get that for us in a second. May need to resize this a bit. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's going to need resizing a ton.
Huge. It's a big boy.
Badass.
Do you know what? Let's make that a map layer.
Nice.
There we go. So your circle is now down and ready, which is now it's now Gary's turn. Gary, what are you doing?
I am gonna retreat 1 step and with this thing that Yodwuss doing, is it going to need any ability checks? Because if not, if it does, I will take the help action. If it doesn't, I'll take the ready action so that I can be prepped in case it gets attacked.
The final incantation might, but
cool.
Before then, not likely.
Cool. So for now, I will take the ready action and I will hold an attack for in case Yodwuss is in danger, and therefore I will then attack.
Okay.
Look at me remembering how actually D&D works.
Gaspode begins running over. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, shit, a unicorn! And he runs back in the direction. Klump, over to you. You're over here. You're accompanying Granny Weatherwax, who's flying above.
Oh, shit! A unicorn! I'm gonna throw an apple at it.
Roll to throw, please.
I did. I got 7.
It catches it in its mouth and just chomps it down.
Oh.
Can we roll to distract the unicorn?
Give me an intimidation roll on the unicorn, I guess. No, it's Klump's turn, so.
Yeah, no,
that was me. That's it.
Are you wanting that as your turn to try distracting?
Who?
So Klump's fed the unicorn.
Yeah, I'm all.
Does that count as animal handling?
Sure, why not? Give me an animal handling check. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
You could distract the unicorn with the apples. Keep it busy.
Chomping.
We planned this so well, guys. We even got apples.
There we go.
I may be 7.
The unicorn might be looking for some more apples right now,
Look
but you're not
over here. There's some more where that came from.
As you do so, the fairy, the elf queen shouts over at you. You can't just give the unicorn apples. It's a treat. It completely breaks the training.
Your Majesty, it looks like they just did.
Anyway, over to you, Mary.
Miss Applejack. Sorry, that is it.
Oh my god.
We were all thinking it.
We were. Mary is going to continue flying in between all the concubines, blinding them with the flower, and aiming to get as close as she can to drop Jodwin off where Yodwuss is.
Okay. So with the broom, you can easily move most of the way up the table. So you're about here now. And you can, if you want, you can yeet the clown.
I'll yeet the plane over to Yodwin.
Using the momentum, I want you to. You can yeet Jodwin. Jodwin, I'd like you to do a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
I hope this works. Can I do something as well to see if I can?
Jodwin is going to do a flip in midair.
You land over here.
Superhero landing.
And you do it. Yeah, you do a little superhero landing and bash your knee a little bit, but other than that, you're fine. At which point...
But she was really brave about it, though.
Yeah. Which point, the elf queen points to a unicorn. Don't just stand there! Skewer them! And the unicorn does a flying leap into the air. And is going to aim for Klump.
Nor.
Give me apples.
Actually, I just remembered something about unicorns.
Uh-oh.
As it reaches and it sees the two of you on the broom, it stops in midair. Like, it halts full on. And then it just drops down back onto the ground and just turns around. Yes, that makes sense, actually. Granny Weatherwax says. You see? It won't attack anything that's pure of heart.
Do I have a heart?
I'm sure you do, dearie. And the unicorn turns and decides to strike the nearest creature and skewers this elf over here through the chest, raising it above his head. So the this guy's now skewered on top of the slowly bleeding out through the chest. That is literally the opposite of what I wanted you to do. Jodwin, you're up.
So Jodwin is going to move across to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I imagine Yodwuss needs me to laugh right now.
Yes. Ideally.
Well, I hit Irame with one of my pies. I thought it was kind of funny, and I've been holding in the laugh this whole time. I'm ready to do it.
Okay, perfect.
Jodwin is gonna exhale sharply through her nose. That's the closest you can do to laughter, so that's technically laughter for her. And says ha.
Give me a charisma saving throw. The sigil lights up.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Over to Hadwick.
Sorry, my brain turned off. I forgot that was my name. Your Majesty, even your unicorn is betraying you. We need to get out of here.
Give me a persuasion roll. At advantage this time, because a unicorn did just turn on her.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, perhaps I should, yes. Where should we go, young one?
Come to this side of the table, then we can work out where we need to go next.
Next turn, she'll act on it.
Yeah. He's really trying to get her to go closer to him. So don't worry, guys. I'm not actually going to make it leave.
Are
Okay.
you trying to stab her? Yes.
Yodwuss, you've managed to get the clown's laughter on there. So next, you've got to apply one of the other ingredients on there. You've got the blood of the brothers, the pint of fresh milk, and a plate of freshly made cookies.
Is there a specific order I need to put these down in?
No specific order.
Okay, well, I'm
Nice.
gonna stick down a plate of cookies because that's probably the most burdensome.
Yeah, you place the cookies down very carefully, and you sort of the book then instructs you on how to properly arrange the cookies, and the cookies themselves are arranged in the form of a sigil. At which point the sigil underneath illuminates. So we've got 2 ingredients down, so that's going to be 2 more rounds. You guys need to survive. At least. And then there's an incantation at the end of that, so technically 3 rounds. Gary, what are you doing?
I go to Yodwuss and Does the blood of the brothers need to be put on in any particular way? As I walk slightly closer, because I've still got the cup of blood.
I have no idea.
And Yodwuss goes to consult the book to see if there's any specific way that this.
So a specialist wizard would actually use the blood as some form of garnish, perhaps. Obviously you've got the cookies, but the spirit of the Hogfather would want to satiate himself on the blood as well. So if you were to apply it as maybe a sort of dressing on top of the cookies, perhaps.
I dump the blood over the cookies.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. The sigil illuminates again. Oh, I didn't. Perhaps you could be a wizard yourself.
Or maybe I just have magic blood.
Maybe.
Anyway, hurry up.
At which point, yes, we're going over to Gasboat, who's looking frantically around. Oh, bloody hell, what am I doing here? And he charges towards the door. At which point, the door bursts open as Benlane steps through. Gaspode charges into him as they both collide with one another and both fall prone on the ground. Oh, bugger! Over to Klump, who is still up with Granny Weatherwax.
Klump is going to jump off of the broomstick.
Okay.
And feeling emboldened and enchanted by this beautiful unicorn that has skewered an elf. She's gonna hand it an apple directly to its mouth.
First of all, give me an acrobatics check.
You got it. I'm going to fall.
On the ground. The floor cracks underneath your weight as your stony body drops onto it. You take 1 point of damage as you land.
Perfect. Got it. Then I want to hand my apple.
Yeah. You hand the unicorn turns to you, swinging this like flailing body of the elf, who then is flung across the room.
Oh, oh no!
With a bloody squelch on the ground.
Oh.
It bows its head to you and takes the apple from your hand. And...
Now, how much movement time can I attempt to ride the unicorn? Or will that be another?
Animal handling check. Go ahead.
Oh no! I was hoping you buttered it up.
I think you're too short.
To reach for the unicorn, it like lifts its front legs in the air and like takes a step back from you.
Whoa, Bessie. Okay, that was it.
Okay, Mary.
Great.
Still on your broom.
From where she is right now, I think at this point she would probably be finished with that kilo bag of flour.
Yeah.
So she's gonna drop it over one of the elves' heads.
Okay.
But like she's literally just dropping it.
Just a full bag of flour.
No, it's
or like
empty.
An empty one.
It's
okay.
empty, so it would probably just land on them and cause them like slight annoyance.
Yeah.
But she's just like getting rid of it. She's just discarding it.
Okay.
And then she's gonna think.
To your list of crimes.
She's gonna think for like a split second, and because all of this is happening at the same time, I would assume she would be seeing the Elf Queen like starting to move, basically.
Yeah.
She's gonna think for like a split second, and then she's just gonna, at full speed, aim towards the Elf Queen, with the intent of fully crashing into her.
Okay. Okay, with the point you're at the moment and with the elevation, you probably wouldn't be able to do the full thing in this turn, but you can definitely do it on your next turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. She would need to be in position anyway.
Yeah, okay. So where do you want to be moved to?
Probably. She'd probably be about halfway. She'd probably be about halfway there.
Okay. Lovely. It is now the Elf Queen's turn, and she is moving over to Hadwick. So where would you want me to go? Where are we going? Where's the escape route?
I knew I was gonna go through the front doors. I don't know the escape route.
Front doors. Okay.
I come with.
And she's heading that way now. At which point, the unicorn charges forward and skewers another elf with a. As the elf lets out as the unicorn impales it. At which point, the other elves are now turning around in horror and are beginning to throw things at Granny Weatherwax, who is attempting to dodge past them. Ben Lane, swearing loudly, gets to his feet, runs over to this elf over here, and just smacks his head into the table, knocking him unconscious. Get up, you dumb dog. At least help me out here. And he's going to run along ahead. Over to Jodwin.
I'm gonna ask Yodwuss if he needs me for anything else. Or was it just the laughter?
No, I think we're all good for now.
All right, cool. Jodwin's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna hit the Elf Queen with my hammer.
Go ahead. Yeah. She is not expecting it, so at advantage. Oh. The stress and horror of exposing yourself to laughter today really just threw you off as you attempt to swing your hammer and just like strike the spot directly next to her. The Elf Queen turns around and looks at you with venom in her eyes.
Nice.
Hadwick, you're up.
Don't hurt the queen! He does a really shit job trying to, like, be your protector or whatever. But, he pulls out his sword.
Okay.
As though he's going to try and protect her, but then he just goes, oh no! And then just, like, tries to, smack her with it instead.
Okay, roll to hit.
Because you're, as another ally in combat. Yeah, so technically you'd be at advantage, I'm assuming.
So that's a 13 to hit, is it then? As you strike, she just darts out of the way, and her eyes glare at you. What are you doing?
So I am new and sorry.
Well, put your weapon away if you're not going to be of any help.
I'm trying to protect you.
You're doing a terrible job of it.
I can't get better unless I try.
She looks at you and just shakes her head. Yodwuss. The final ingredient, the pint of fresh milk.
Yes. Okay, so where do I put this? Is there any special place?
Once again, it's just you've got to pour it on over. Just get it all over there as best you can. Just drown it.
Okay.
Yodwuss just takes the glass and just absolutely mullers the cookies with it.
It's just they're drenched. It's just this bloodied. This bloodied like cookies are like swept around as the sigil whoom, 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 illuminates. It's nearly time. The incantation will be next.
Okay.
Gary, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna hold the help action so that I can help Yodwuss with.
How are you gonna help him do his incantation? Can Gary read first of all?
He knows certain words.
Okay.
And he can hold stuff, and he can make it so Yodwuss doesn't fall over if there's large gusts of wind and things like that. He can help steady him because it's a very big spell.
Yep, of course. Perfect. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. That's good enough.
He's only 7. Give him a break.
Gaspode is up next. He's going to run through. And he's going to leap on the back of this this elf and, like, smack his head onto the table and just start beating him with his paws.
Yes. Good boy.
I love Gaspode so much.
It's my favorite character.
You little bastard! And over to Klump next.
I'm going to, seeing Gaspod's great success, jump forward and start punching and yelling.
Yeah, go ahead.
You little bastard!
Oh, no, he's not expecting it. Say advantage. Go ahead. Roll for damage.
Do you want one more? Oh, okay.
No, roll for damage. Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, it's not a lot to take these down. These guys are like Twinkie concubines that spend all the time in the palace servicing the queen. They're not
I was
ready
trying
for
to
this.
work out if they were women because I was like, oh my god, we love a Sapphic queen.
No, she's got a bunch of very Twinkie concubines.
I mean,
Anyway.
also for respect, not gonna.
Also goals.
Yeah.
The guy is like knocked firmly unconscious into the table.
Perfect.
Mary, you're up.
Yeah, the elf queen has her back turned now, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna aim straight for her back with the hilt of, like, you know, the tip of my my end goal is for the broom to go through the queen.
Through
Yeah,
her.
boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to build up momentum so that, like, I will definitely hurt myself doing this, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, I get you.
She's aiming to go kind of like through her to this way.
Queen
Not
on a
like-
stick. Queen on a stick.
I
Yeah.
don't know how sharp a broomstick
Oh yeah,
is.
it's not very sharp. It would definitely hurt a lot.
It's bludgeoning damage rather than, or blunt force damage.
I just don't know if it will go through her, as you say, but we'll go with it. We'll have a go.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to do that. What do I need to roll?
First of all, give me an acrobatics check to attempt this.
Okay.
Right. So, are you jumping off the broom just before as well?
No, I'm crashing into her.
Okay. So this will mitigate the damage for you. So whatever damage you roll on this D4 in a second will be halved. As you strike
Oh wait.
true into her with the broom. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you certainly can.
What shall
Cool.
I do?
So roll a D4 for me, please. I'll round it down as well. You take 2 points of damage as you strike into her.
Okay, I'm passed out.
Oh no.
So Mary smashes the broom into the back of the queen. The broomstick crumples into her, and I'm gonna roll something now. The broom doesn't break. As the queen is thrown forward by the full blunt force of it, as it's partially impaled in the back of her. She lets out a ah! Actually, no, I need to check something before we do that. It's only fair that she has a saving throw against this. Not terrible. Okay, so she is still hit, but she isn't impaled. And she is smashed into...
Did I at
the
least break
feature.
her back? God.
She's in.
Just
She's
to know your
she's-
name.
You've definitely severely bruised her, and she is like incapacitated, I'd say, for this round.
Hmm.
But you have fallen unconscious.
Yeah, I'm like passed out, probably like right around here.
The elf queen, like from the ground, raises a hand. You idiots! Attack them! At which point, the Twinkie boys all stand up from their seats and come charging towards you. And just start surrounding you. At least on this table. The others have other things to deal with.
Like the unicorn.
The unicorn that's impaling them. Speaking of which, the unicorn flings another deceased elf across the room, and then bounds across the table, impaling another one. No! Stop! Stop! I belay my recent order! She shouts from the ground. Jodwin, you're up.
So Jodwin is gonna reach into her bag and bring out the energy drink that she stole from the bookstore and use that to revive Mary by feeding it to her.
Okay. Yep. Pour that down her mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to revive her with the monster energy.
I love that.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah. Give me a 1d4 -1 roll, please.
Oh, that's a 0.
The energy drink splashes against your face, Mary. And you wake up confused and disoriented. But we'll say you're on 1 hit point.
Okay.
For now, yeah.
I better not get touched by any of these men.
Mood.
That's the creepiest thing. Loads of concubines surround a 10-year-old girl saying, "Please don't touch me," and she lays on the floor, disorientated.
I hate it.
I've just realized as
It's like
well.
being at MCM Comic Con.
There are literal guards here as well that aren't doing anything.
They fell asleep on the job. They're really struggling to move in that armor.
They're like, you know what? I'm not paid enough for this. The concubines.
Thought they were
might be
just in
into
cosplay.
It, but, yeah, maybe.
Mary's getting the full Anime League con
Hadwick,
experience.
You are
Oh my
surrounded by
God.
twinks.
Oh no.
Oh. My thing just cut out. I can't hear anyone.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no, I can.
Hello?
hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
So everyone was halfway through speaking, and then all of a sudden, everything
Yeah.
just went.
Mary does not have a free hug sign. Back off.
No yaoi paddles here.
Oh yeah, we paddles in this house.
Jesus.
Okay. Right. So yeah, we're on to Hadwick now. What are you doing?
He's gonna go. He's still swinging his sword around and goes to hit her again.
Hit who?
Oh, you moved. Right, there we go. Sorry.
She's on the ground. Yeah.
She's like, oh no! Actually, and it is like eyes kind of narrow as much as a 7-year-old eyes can. Actually, you suck, and you're a big duty head, and he's gonna try and hit her again.
Okay. Go to hit.
Oh, I don't want to edit it. There you go. Please let me use it. It's trying to let me edit it. I don't know what I've done.
Would he have advantage because I injured her and she's incapacitated?
She's prone, so yes.
I mean, I can't roll because when I click on it, it's trying to let me edit it.
One second. It's
When I
alright.
click on it, the little thingy comes up.
You might have the You might have clicked the cog. Press where it says training rapier specifically.
I hit edit and then stopped hitting edit and then I exited it, so it should be alright now.
Okay. Right, 20. Yeah, roll for damage.
Nice.
Duty head gave him power.
Let's
You
go.
stab this lady firmly in the shoulder. And she lets out a ah! What are you doing? It didn't do as much damage to her as you expected. You're beginning to think she might be a little bit stronger than that monster you were fighting before.
Hmm.
She looks at you, and her eyes light with fire. And
Like,
she looks back
literally?
at you,
Uh-oh.
and she grabs the blade with her hand,
Uh-oh.
and with a twist, snaps the blade off.
What a bitch.
Yodwuss, you're up.
Okay, the incantation.
Okay, I think it's about time you get the incantation sorted. Now you need to make sure that you do this correctly. Now, if you the page is there in front of you, it's just on my spine there. You just read it verbatim. Read it just as it is. And then try and garner all the arcane energy you can from within your body and manifest it. And you need to have a full image of the Hogfather in your mind. You must summon the Hogfather. Gary, you can help us with this. If you can tell us, if you needed to say, "Come forth, Hogfather," for me. Come forth, Hogfather. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm a little bit distracted because that mean, evil elf queen is near my little brother. But sure, come forth, Hogfather. Got it.
If the rest of you can hear it, if the rest of you can hear me, join in. Come forth, Hogfather. Come forth, Hogfather. Together. Come forth, Hogfather.
Come forth, Hogfather.
I love that we're all out of time.
In the Discord.
I'd like you to roll an Arcana for me at advantage.
Everyone?
No, just Yodwuss.
Okay.
She's
Thank God.
doing the spell.
Oh
Amazing.
My God.
Listen, that wasn't with advantage. How do I do it with advantage?
That was with
No,
advantage.
that was with
That was with
advantage.
You just rolled
You
two
just
nat
rolled four
ones.
twice.
How?
Oh.
Sweet fucking Jesus.
I'm
Okay,
suing
okay,
roll
Yodwuss,
20.
this is perfectly fine. Everything's
it?
fine here.
I don't
Your
think
Your friends might die.
Yeah, I
but-
agree.
Everything's going to be okay. They just need to hold on a little bit longer, and then we'll
Oh.
try it again, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, that spell did not work.
Cool. Noticing the spell doesn't work, I'm gonna climb over this thing. I know it's gonna take 10 of my movement. And then I'm gonna jump onto the elf queen, brandishing my brand shiny new kitchen knife, and say, "Hey, that's my little brother, you bitch!"
Yep.
As I try and slash down with my shiny new knife. I've only got a
Okay.
switchblade as a thing though, so
Yeah, just roll
that.
to attack on her. That hits, yeah. Roll for damage. Cool. She's taken 10 damage so far.
DM
And
question.
I am on top of her.
Shoulder.
I would like to feel like I'm literally on top of her with this knife buried into her.
Give me a strength saving throw.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
You know the inspiration I've got? Can I give that to Yodwuss?
No, you can't.
Ah.
transfer
You can't
inspiration.
really transfer inspiration.
Oh,
No.
that's a shame.
As much as I know we want this fight to end.
Fine, I guess I'll use it on my next turn then.
If I must.
So you managed to cling on to the elf queen's back as she's still on the ground to be fair. So she's now wrangling with two toddlers. So then next up, Gaspode is gonna leap across the table and take this guy out. You bastard! As he slumps down on him. And he's then going to look over and see that you're all surrounded. Oh, he's gonna start charging up the table, leaping towards you. Klump, you're up next.
Smart
Slump?
enough to see that the crowd is probably not a good thing, right? Right.
Probably not great.
Probably not a good thing. All right. Can she dash? Would that be fine?
Yeah.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. There. Perfect. Klump's just gonna just drop the the twink she was bloodying, and just make a mad dash and bolt towards her friends who are
At which point, Granny Weatherwax is gonna fly overhead, shouting an incantation. From this very point here, there is a shockwave of to be fair, Jodwin, you might be affected by this as well. Mary, it doesn't affect you.
Jodwin will be happy.
Jodwin, you are flung 5 foot in this direction and struck into the wall. As everyone else is blown backwards. And I'm just gonna roll a collective thing. So I'm not rolling for all of them. There's so many.
When Jodwin hits the wall, she makes a little squeaky toy sound.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they are all knocked prone by this attack. They aren't unconscious,
every single one
they're
of
all
them
on their asses. While I'm doing that, we'll go over to Mary. You have only just been revived by the energy drink. And you are groggy and prone on the ground.
Okay, can I use my broom to slowly help me steady up on my feet?
Yeah, you can use it as a walking stick.
Yeah. And I want to walk over to the queen, all groggy like, and just start hitting her with my broom.
Okay. You know you have spells, right?
Do I?
Yeah. You've never used any of them, but you have them.
Where? I only have flight training.
In your spell list.
Where is that?
On the spell list tab of your character sheet.
Next to the word bio at the very top. Little icon says spells.
Ooh.
I like her being a rough and tumble melee wizard.
Sorry, where?
Top right
On your
corner.
character sheet.
Top
on
right corner.
On the character sheet, if you click, there's the bit that says like characteristics. It's next to like your armor class and your speed and everything. There's a bit where it says core, then there's a bit that says bio, and there's a bit that says spells.
Whoa!
In which you have 2 spells, 2 cantrips,
Mending.
and infestation.
You single break or tear in an object you touch. Okay. Then I'm gonna cast infestation on the queen, specifically while I'm like hitting her with the broom.
Sure,
Like I'm
okay.
just chanting the spell and like almost like using my broom as a wand specifically to like smack her.
Yeah, she fails it as well.
I'm trying to think, what do we think would be good to attack the queen? Bites, fleas, or other parasites? What?
Oh. Is it,
What's
there's parasites?
Yeah,
Oh.
what's a good parasite?
Landlords.
Conservatives.
Ticks.
What, are leeches a good parasite?
Are leeches parasites? I would have thought ticks are parasites.
Worms.
And they're
Like the kind of intestinal worms you get.
like tapeworms. No, but
Yeah,
they take forever
tapeworms.
to incubate.
Yeah, it's gonna take
Ticks
forever
have
to...
Lyme disease.
Well,
and
I wanted the leeches to drain her of blood. It's a shame they're not.
That's why I wanted ticks, because I do that. too.
Mosquitoes would do that as well.
Oh, what?
Fleas carry disease.
Oh, what about locusts?
An army
That would be
of
very
locusts, let's
biblical
go.
of you.
Yeah, biblical, let's go.
Yeah, they'll swarm the queen specifically.
Okay, Holy Mary, attack them with your biblical swarm. and from the end of your broom comes forth an army of locusts that engulf the queen. She lets out like as she's attempting to like smack away at them. Yeah, she's having a bad time with that, but she's still standing.
While she's doing this, she kind of shouts at Hadwick, Gary, and Jodwin to kind of like step back just so they don't get.
Well, I am kind of sitting on top of her with a knife dug into her shoulder.
Yeah, Mary's kind of asking you to not do that anymore, so you don't get swarmed by the locusts.
Also, do remember that you were told what would happen when the Hogfather shows up.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
You maybe don't want to be right next to the target of his malice. Just a thought. Anyway, the Elf Queen's turn. She is like, I'm gonna say she's severely at disadvantage at the moment, and she's gonna be striking wildly, just with a dagger that she's pulled from her side, and she's gonna roll this twice, and she's just gonna be striking twice. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who I'm hitting actually. So this is going to be going at Hadwick.
No. Oh.
So there's a 15 hit.
What's it? Yeah.
That is 3 points of damage as a knife stabs you in the shoulder. I
think I'm down.
You took a point of damage earlier, didn't you?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
4.
you are. You'd fall to the ground unconscious from the sudden rush of pain.
Yeah, he just drops. Does it make a noise?
The Twink army gets back to its feet, awaiting orders from their distracted queen. Oh god, why did I do this?
Yeah, why did you down a child?
No, he's more worried about the fact that he turned 7, 8, 9 tokens on their side.
It's really fiddly. Oh no. They are all back on their feet. They are a perceivable threat. The unicorn back over this way flings another corpse onto the ground. And then impales another on its horn.
Oh.
He was meant to be down like that. And then Ben Lane is going to see that one of the kids is down, and he's gonna launch himself across the room, throwing a dagger at this guy on the way by, and just hit him in the back of the head with it. Down.
Nice.
Jodwin.
Alright, Jodwin is going to give Hadwick the rest of the energy drink to try and revive him next.
I think you used the entire...
Is the whole thing used up? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in which case I can't really help Hadwick. I'm going to use my action to attack, and then I'll move out of the way. So I'll use my trick buzzer on the queen.
Okay.
That's a 1d4, and then they get a save.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 damage if they fail to save.
She fully resists it.
Okay, in which case I'm gonna use my big clown shoes to move further back.
1 second.
Yeah, they get an attack, don't they?
Yes, but I don't think that hits, so you're fine.
Alright.
I was gonna say we haven't done opportunity attacks this entire time.
It's fine.
We haven't, no. I'm playing very hard and loose with this rule where
It's
we're
fine.
all playing as
Jodwin's gonna
children.
back away then. In anticipation of Yodwuss coming up on the initiative order.
I didn't think that you'd all just try and attack the elf queen. I did not think that was where this was gonna go. I thought you were gonna be a bit, more tricksy with it. But...
Hadwick decided to be spicy and everyone joined in, which he would have wanted.
And now 2 of you are down.
Absolutely.
No, I'm up again. It's fine.
You're on your side. There we go.
It's
Anyway.
just the way the blood-soaked cookie crumbles.
So that's Jodwin. Hadwick, you are bleeding out on the floor.
Oh wait, I forgot to use my inspiration. Can I use that in retrospect to my trick buzzer?
No, because that's a save she made.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yodwuss. Okay, Yodwuss. Now, you're just we're going to do this nice and easy. We're just going to take our time with it, okay? Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Okay. You're not a failure. Not yet. If you fail again, then you will be a failure. But right now, you're not a failure. And you've got to think about that. Think positively, okay? Not a failure. That's what we're thinking when we're channeling this, okay? Now, we need to summon the Hogfather. So, come forth, Hogfather. Can you say that for me?
Come forth, Hogfather.
Okay, now we need to get your friends in on this as well. Can everyone joining together? 1, 2, 3.
Come forth, Hogfather.
Hogfather.
Yodwuss, give me another Arcana check and advantage.
Another double nat 1. Come on.
I'd love it. I'd love it so much.
Hey.
Yodwuss, you feel a surge of energy emanating from the book. You feel it rippling up your arms. You feel the skin on your fingertips begin to prickle. You feel almost a crawling sensation emanating through your body, reaching up to your face where your eyes illuminate a bright blue. There is a as the sigil below begins to shake, and with an almighty from beneath the ground comes forth the Hogfather.
Yes.
There is a momentary silence as the Hogfather looks to you, Yodwuss. Who is your enemy?
Yodwuss is just gonna kind of, with a tentative shaky hand, point towards the Elf Queen. And just
Which the lady one or the children?
the lady, not the
Oh,
place that
good,
had the
good.
judge.
Okay, good, okay. And from behind him, he pulls out a giant battle axe and leaps over to the Elf Queen. He lets out a ho, 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 as the axe is brought down on the Elf Queen, severing the head from her body. There is a momentary silence followed by a as the head rolls across the floor. The Hogfather then looks at the assembled elves. Are you enemies? The elves all shake and fall to their knees, bowing in submission to the Hogfather.
We win.
Never mind winning. Someone help Hadwick.
Mary, you see the head. What on earth just happened? I was winning, and then all of a sudden this creature came, and I just...
You're dead, Mrs. Queen Elf.
Perhaps you should have quit while you were ahead, Death says.
Oh my god.
Snaps for death.
What? Sorry, it was a poon. Come along now. I think you're done bothering these children. But I have so much I need to do. I was meant to live forever. No one lives forever, I assure you. And he looks over to Yodwuss, and then over at the book. He nods,
kind of tries
and
to
then pulls. Yeah.
Can Mary smile and wave at Death again? This time a lot less scared.
Death's face stretches into a smile once again as he gives you a courteous wave. And he disappears along with the Queen. Okay, we're going to jump ahead now to the end of the fight. At which point, Ben Lane runs over and casts a small incantation to resurrect Hadwick.
I was gonna fucking say. he like opened his eyes, was like, oh.
Well, everyone, that was quite the coup now, wasn't it? So now that the Queen are dead, I think it is time for me to name myself as king. At which point the Hogfather steps forward and places a hand firmly on Ben Lane's shoulder.
Oh.
I don't think that will be the case, little man. No, but we had a deal, right? Right, Hadwick? We had a deal, right?
Nothing on paper.
Don't worry. I have use for all of you, the Hogfather says. Let's get the music back up and running.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's time for some redecoration. And he clicks his fingers, and you are transported to the throne room.
Ooh.
Sorry, I need to get you guys tokens on here. You'll be materializing here in a second.
Wow, it's taken me this long to do the plan world of Elf and Elf. And the fact that he's going to take over the elven lands. And they're going to become his elves.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Wait, am I still green?
Where did Gaspode go? Gaspode is... Oh, wait, I need to get a new... I need to get Gaspode's original token back. Because at the moment, he is a terrifying fox.
Oh, you could have kept it on. It was cozy.
I don't think he'd like that.
Well, he smells like he used to again, at the very least.
That's true.
I know, it just took wearing a dead thing for it to get back to normal.
Where are we places on the
At
map? I
least he
can't see
wouldn't be
us.
seen dead in it.
Ha.
Wait.
Wait.
Anyway, let me bring you guys in. As this big GIF on here destroys everything. As you guys, you arrive back at the throne room, where there has been some slight redecorations to this fairy kingdom.
Elf?
This elf kingdom. Gaspode is already beginning to walking around, eating the snow, and rolling around in it.
Mary's gonna make sure Hadwick is okay.
Yeah, I pull Hadwick into the hugest of bear hugs. I thought you were gonna die, and I just found out you were my brother. And I said I'd protect you, and then she hurt you.
Where did it all go? It got really quiet.
Mary's gonna pat them both on the head and say that they did great.
Okay, children, we need to move along now. I think there is a meeting with a particular Hogfather We might want to speak with you.
Is it because they ate sausages
wry
because it
smile.
wasn't me?
And gestures you to walk over.
Is he
past
not
the-
homicidal
past the
anymore?
pen. I think he is probably perfectly fine now. As you guys arrive, you see at the front Ben Lane and his family, who is now dressed in festive garb,
Oh my god.
along with a few of the concubines also dressed in festive garb.
So he likes femboys too.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
Children, you have gifted me a kingdom, one worthy of a being of my magnitude. What is it that you wish as a gift this Hogwatch?
Oh.
Ask but, and I will make it so.
I would love a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Yeah.
'Tis but a simple trifle. Now remember, you must be pure of heart to ride one. Will you
Okay,
remain pure of heart?
Yeah.
Then it shall be so. He clicks his fingers,
Klump's like, of course, why
and
not?
a unicorn appears next to you.
Yay!
It's not
Oh.
got a bloody horn, does it?
No, this is a brand new, fresh unicorn for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Hogfather.
Jodwin is going to step up next and say she wants a degree in advanced mathematics.
You simply want the qualification or the knowledge?
Well, and a reference letter too, if possible.
To the most prestigious university the Disc has to offer. Are you sure you don't want to continue with the clown college?
Well, my second wish would have been to kill all the clowns. I thought this would be slightly easier to do.
This is slightly easier, yes. And he clicks his finger, and in your hand appears a degree of advanced mathematics that it would get you into any of the most prestigious universities. Of course, the knowledge was always in here. And gestures to your head. He's next.
Yodwuss, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I would
You, boy. You,
Yeah?
the one with the power to summon me.
Yeah, that was me, but I couldn't have done it without everyone else.
Modesty. That is a virtue. What do you ask of me, little one?
I would like to become stronger and a more powerful wizard. I would like the knowledge to learn more so that I can
Hog-
master my craft.
The Hogfather smiles and then lets out a raucous laugh. Ho, 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 ho. My child, you already hold so much power. You really want more at such a young age?
I would like it for my older self. So I can learn and become stronger over time.
I see your future. You will be a powerful wizard. But if you wish to believe that I bestowed this power on you, then that is perfectly reasonable.
Thank you, Hogfather. That's all I want.
He almost reaches and grabs the tome out of his pocket.
I believe I was instrumental in some of this as well. Am I not granted some form of Hogswatch wish?
I mean,
You a being a mortal bound to paper. Yes, I wish to be free of this damnable prison. I'm ready to go. Wherever it is I need to go, I'm ready to go. You would be taking power from Yodwuss if you were to do that. Yes, and I'm perfectly I find that perfectly acceptable. As long as Yodwuss accepts and is willing to let me go, then of course.
If it's what you wish, then that's fine with me.
I have been alive in this book for over 1,000 years. Nothing but students rifling through my papers, taking this information. Knowledge will be there. It is written within me, but I just want to be free.
You can go. It's okay. But thank you for everything. You've been invaluable to me. And I can't thank you enough.
Yes, well, you have been a very good student, and you worked very hard, and I'm very proud of what you managed to accomplish. And I'm sorry if I was ever short with you. I didn't mean it like that. I obviously come from a different generation, many thousands of generations ago, in fact, and I understand.
Okay. I know you only want the best for me. Okay.
I can see you're going to do great things. Great things.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
I'm ready to go. I can't cry. I'm a book. There's no way I can cry.
I'll cry.
Here we go. We must go.
Okay.
It has been a pleasure. And the Hogfather rests his hand on the book as the pages illuminate with a... And the book feels almost limp in your hands for a moment as the pages go silent.
Yodwuss just kind of lets out a little sniffle and sheds a few tears and has a little cry to himself. It's okay, it's what he wanted.
It is always hard to lose a friend, but sometimes you must learn to let go of those that are ready.
I'm gonna miss him.
He's up next.
I have a question. If we don't wish to go home back to Ankh-Morport, are we going to be stuck in the Feywild forever? Or the
I would not keep you here unless you were wishing to stay.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
In that case, oh, I wish that no matter how old I get and stuff, that I'll never stop being able to hear Gaspode, because he said that grown-ups stop believing that dogs can talk and then they can't hear him anymore, and I don't want that. Or maybe if I could speak to other animals as well, that would be pretty cool.
So once you reach adulthood, you want to still be able to speak to the dog known as Gaspode?
Yeah, and other animals, but like Gaspode's most important, obviously.
Are you aware how long dogs live for?
Oh no.
This may not be something of an issue within time.
Like forever, right? Like as long as grown-ups live for? Like
dogs do not live forever. I'm right.
Can I make it so that me and Gaspode would like live for the same, like can Gaspode live as long as I can, as well as the fact that I can
to bind your life force to this creature?
Well, I don't want him to die. Gaspode, are you
I know what we're talking about, me, so I'm not here right now. Now,
are you gonna get to live?
I don't. Gary, you are a very good kid. You are. But as we discovered today, you're moving on in the world. You have potential. You have a future that I cannot follow you in.
Sure you can. You're my family.
I'm but a mutty street dog. And believe me, I would not fit in high society.
Well, then I won't go to high society either. I can just visit Hadwick and then. No, I'm not
meant
leaving
for
you
better
behind.
things. You are meant for better things than me. I'm just a smelly mutt. And he
Oh,
places
we can't watch
places
you.
Hogfather. I want the boy to live a happy life, in whatever way that may be. I understand. I'm
What do you
sorry.
mean?
And the Hogfather reaches to Gaspode and places him on the chair. I'm going to stick around here for a bit, Gary. Just to make sure things go ahead okay.
You can't stay here. Who's gonna eat Dippler sausages with me? And like,
I'm never touching one of those bloody sausages again. I'm going to eat nice food here. But
is that why you're
but
staying? Because you don't think I can give you nice food?
it's not that. The life you'll be living, having a smelly mutt like me around will not be good for you. But every Hogswatch, when the old Hogfather comes round, Gaspode will be ready to come visit.
Will I still be able to speak to you?
You wished for it, so I don't see why not.
Oh, if
And time
Hadwick
moves
teaches
differently
me,
here time
if
moves
if
differently
Had
here as well, so maybe
if
I'll
Had
get to see a few more Hogswatches.
if Hadwick teaches me how to read and write, and I send letters, and then the Hogfather, can he read them, and then will he reply? But can you talk to me through them,
I'll make sure, yeah.
so I can send
I'll
letters to
put my paw
Hogwatch?
print on so you know it's me.
I'm gonna miss you, Gaspode.
I'm gonna miss you too, kid. But, as I said, you've got great things ahead of you. And I want to make sure that nothing gets in the way of that.
Gary is trying to do like that big I'm not gonna cry sniff with his hands balled up in fists by his side, like I'm gonna come and visit you again.
Well, I'll make sure that the Hogfather lets you in. And I'll make sure we've got a room ready for you. It's a bloody big castle, though. We're going to have a lot of redecorating we're going to need to do here.
Yeah, and then we can go explore. And I did tell Hadwick that I wouldn't steal things I didn't need, so we won't steal things, but we can explore.
Well, anything you give, I'll make sure it's all put up in my own room. I'll get my own room, right? Of course, yes. Your own room with all the trimmings.
Well, I guess this is gonna be goodbye then.
Well, no goodbyes sound too final. Just catch you later.
Woof woof.
Woof, woof. Who's up next?
He's just sitting there with his like trembling lip trying to bite it so he doesn't cry.
Mary's crying.
Oh, Harpy is crying.
May is crying. I'm crying.
Oh no.
I love this. I can make you guys feel things.
I'm sitting here like, oh, is there something wrong with me? Because I'm not. My soul is too dead. It's fine.
That's all good. That's good.
Spent the
Needs some
entire
power.
campaign being a dick, make you all cry in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, you were a dick. I'm kidding.
Okay. Who's got their next wish?
It's me and Hadwick, but Hadwick can go first because I'm struggling to think of something.
Me? Me too. Oh, poo.
Maybe a new sword or like assassin skillsy stuff because she broke your old one.
The sword. Dad can get me a new sword, so that's like not a good
Oh
thing.
yeah, no, that's not a good wish, is it?
Yeah.
Maybe you can wish for something like being the best all-powerful assassin, like, I don't know.
I want to earn that.
It's really difficult because you're already rich.
That doesn't necessarily make you happy.
Oh, good point.
I wish that I didn't get quite so like scared and mess up talking to people.
Oh, interesting. So a sort of social anxiety issue. That's slightly beyond my remit usually, but I'll try my best with this. Please come forward. Don't be scared. I mean, I've only.
That's entirely the issue, sir.
No, exactly. Take a step forward, and with each step, feel the bravery coursing through your body. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
That pounding in your chest. That is not fear. That is strength.
Gary, I'm the oldest. Sorry.
Like hell you are. Gaspard already said that I'm the oldest. Oh, that's a good... Hey, can we ask the Hogfather? He's all powerful and knowing who's older.
I am not getting in the middle of family issues like this. This is not... I do not bar him with this.
Hadwick sticks his tongue out.
Hadwick, I have done no magic on you. What you did yourself. You are a brave young man, and you have proven that today. You may be filled with self-doubt. Many are. But know that I am a wise and ancient being. And I was greatly, greatly impressed by your actions today.
Thanks.
Anyway, if you'd like a new rapier, I can get you one of those as well.
Yeah, hell yeah!
Reaches into one of the boxes and pulls you out a shiny new rapier that's got like lightning bolts on the side, and it's got like little bits dangling off from it. It looks
I've
sick.
not seen that before. Dad wouldn't even know what to tell anyone to make
There
one
is
look like this. Hell yeah!
There is a magical engraving within it as well.
Oh. What does it do? Does it firelight the light that burns holes
When you
and
cut
stuff?
your enemies, no matter how long they recover for, it will never stop bleeding. Only use this blade on those you wish to slay! Actually, maybe this is a bit too much of an advanced weapon for you. He takes it back.
No.
You get it on your 15th Hogwatch, when you will be old enough to wield it.
Gary from behind kicks his foot and just mumbles under his breath, should have asked for a better dagger, damn it.
I don't ask to be older, dickhead.
I am older than you.
Lunchable.
Yeah.
Come forward.
Hello.
You are an impressive magic user. I think you've earned whatever it is you wish to ask for today.
I don't really know what to ask for.
Is that because you feel like you have everything you want? Are you content with life?
I just want everyone to be happy and safe, and I want to go home to my mom.
I can assure you that is all but guaranteed at this point. Each of you today has proven that you are more than capable of leading strong, resilient lives. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you.
Jodwin is going to come forward and tell Mary to ask for a bayonet to put on the end of your broomstick.
Whoa, that's a cool idea.
A broomstick, though. We could do something with that.
Oh yeah, I can't kind of falling off and
No, well, this one comes with a safety harness. Not only that, it is has no height restrictions. It can take you to the upper atmosphere of the planet, and the magical energy within it will stop you from freezing and will also give you a steady supply of oxygen.
Yay!
You could fly so high, you could see the great Artuan himself.
Thank you, mister. She holds out her hands for the broom.
He hands the broom over to you, and it's hefty, but it's great. It looks great. Where is Mistress Weatherwax?
Oh, Granny.
I'm coming. Ugh. Yes, hello, Magic Pigman. You have done well to protect these. I know, yes, I know. I've done a lot for them. And what is it that you wish? I don't wish for a single thing. Everything I have ever got is for me. My only wish is that this damnable kingdom is kept under control, and there's no more bloody elves coming into my dimension. Your wish is granted. That was not a wish specifically, just that is all I ask for. Your wish is granted nonetheless. Fine. Yeah, grant that wish. Whatever. I'm going home. I'm getting a cup of tea. I'm going to forget this whole bloody mess happened. She walks off.
Bye, Granny.
Bye.
Thank you.
She gives you a sort of like, she doesn't turn around, she just waves at the back of her hand as she storms off.
Laters, old lady. Thanks for your help.
Now you are free to stay as long as you wish. However, Hogswatch is best spent with family and friends. Whenever you wish to go home, I will set up the portal for you. And I don't have the thing for it anymore.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna draw a dumb circle.
Hell yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
need only step into the portal, and you will be drifted home.
Will we all be sent to our homes?
You will be sent to your bedrooms,
Okay.
safe and sound.
What if you don't have a bedroom?
No, you come in with me.
You will be sent to your preferred bedroom, safe and sound.
Mary's gonna drag Yodwuss over to where everybody else is and firmly wrap her arms as much as she can around everybody. And
Jodwin makes a squeaky toy sound when you squeeze her.
and she's gonna say, "Well done, Mary Hogwatch, I guess."
Gaspode runs into each of you. Okay, I'm gonna miss you, little bastards. You're gonna have to leave soon, otherwise I'm gonna start blubbering everywhere. Nobody wants to see a crying dog.
I'm gonna
At which
miss
point
you.
Gary actually does burst into tears. He wraps his arms around and goes, I don't want you to go. I'm
sorry. We had so many good smells together.
Why you leave me like this? You have to make sure that you promise not to bath and that you're gonna keep biting
I'll be so smelly, don't you worry.
And make sure that you bite strangers.
I'll bite every single one of the bastards.
And he empties his pockets of the last of the gingerbread men that he's got stored. He goes, make sure you eat at least 6 times a day.
I'll not stop eating, don't worry. Next time you see me, I'll be the fattest doggy you've ever seen. Hogfather pats the side of his throne and Gaspo jumps back onto it and leans casually against his shoulder. This man, though, is very good. He makes lots of sausages. That's like his whole thing, which, if you think about it, is really messed up. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, because we discovered they're made of pig.
Yeah. Anyway. Happy Hogswatch, everyone, and safe journey ahead.
Bye, Gaspod. Bye, Mr. Hogfather. Thank you again.
And one by one, you each walk towards the magic portal.
Before Jodwin goes in, she's going to turn around, go back to Mary, and she's going to take off her rubber nose and give it to Mary.
Mary's gonna cry.
Think of me when you honk it. And then she goes in.
Did not like that.
She's gonna put it in her hat and
I'm shocked.
So, individually, you each step into the portal.
I'm shocked Jodwin didn't ask for the buzzer to be surgically removed.
No, her aspirations to be in the financial industry is much stronger than her desire to remove a weapon.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, she'll be able to afford it by then.
As you each step into the portal, you feel the soft crunch of the snow underfoot, the lingering scent of hot dogs, and the slight forced chorus of singing from the elves that are almost certainly enslaved. In time, the room around you fades as you wake up within your own bedroom. Warm fireplace lit, and the smell of Hogswatch dinner drifting up the stairs. And that is where we end our game.
That was
Yay!
so nice.
That was great.
That was wholesome, except I cried, but you know.
Yeah, I cried. It was the dog that got me. God damn it.
Me too.
It's always the animal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always
dog.
the animals.
I would like it to be noted that on every Hogswatch Eve, Gary puts out a plate of milk cookies and a string of the finest butcher sausages.
Stop.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
Oh.
Oh.
Fuck. Sod the hogs that are in the sky. It's all about Gaslight.
Just put a Gaspod token over both the pigs' faces, like all of the pig faces.
Problem is, if I do another follow-up one, that I've now basically written Gaspod out.
He'll have
No,
to
he
be
comes
bigger.
back.
He's been a crutch for me so far. He's such a good character to just
Unless
push
Gastro
players
gets
in the right
kidnapped.
direction.
Well, you know. Actually.
But yes, thank you guys for playing.
Thank you, that was so much fun.
Thank you.
Hell
And a
yeah.
big thank
I
you to
had the
everyone that
best
tuned in to
time.
watch.
Yeah.
Happy Hags
Sorry, we made you
Hogswatch,
cry with the
everyone.
dog.
Happy Hogswatch.
Happy
Happy
Hogswatch,
Hogs.
everyone.